Dungeons and Dragons and diners and dives and
Dungeons and Dragons and diners and drive-ins and dives. Escape from Flavortown.
Whoa.
That's a fun fake cover. Anyway, yeah, we are live, by the way, so that was what we led with. Good job. Go team.
Yay.
Excellent.
Guy Fieri one shot. Let's go.
oh boy.
Guy Fieri would probably be down for that. He strikes me as a really nice person in practice.
Yeah.
Frosted tips or not. My understanding is that he's a very nice and generous person.
Like, the last few times we've opened this with a joke, they've come true, so...
Oh, jeez.
Well, this is your doing then.
Oh, boy. We were supposed to joke about becoming fabulously wealthy, Rumi.
Oh, you messed it up.
But what if Guy Fieri pays us $1 million to play D&D with us?
What?
I'm willing to accept that outcome.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Let's
In fact,
manifest
most
it.
people, if you're willing to give us $1 million, you can play D&D with us.
Even terrible people.
I mean, I could put up with a lot for 3 hours.
For $1 million.
For $1 million, yeah. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where our principles are, everyone. In case you were wondering about game integrity, we can be bought.
I don't know. There's still certain people I would not play with for like even $1 billion.
I mean, when they hit a certain point, getting them physically in a room that is known and can be shared with the public is probably worth a lot too. We would not be the first people to make a fortune on someone beating the crap out of Logan Paul. So, topical. That's a joke that won't make a lot of sense in 5 years.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. But yeah, we're back for episode number 29. We did it. We finished the second major story arc of the game in 14 episodes, similar to the first. We're not doing this on purpose. It's just working out.
Yeah.
But I'll take it. We're in anime seasons almost. But yeah, so I'm not going to give a full rundown of the takeaways from the last event in case anyone's wandering in for the first time. Go listen to it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. But main takeaways that are relevant to us are the Arsène Lupin, the 7th event is over. You met a whole bunch of people. Most of them have gone their separate ways upon getting their prizes. By virtue of getting less prizes than the two of you, it worked out that way. We ended the last session with Annis and Penelope and Derek and Johnny getting in the limo for a ride back with, their respective long-suffering humans putting up with phantasmals. And as the event wrapped up, we saw Arsène Lupin the 7th in his fancy car popping out of the closing magnificent mansion with your friends Crosby and Catherine as they were off to some other shenanigans with a giant dinosaur skull on top of the car. As you do. Yeah. And all of you are tired because you've been up all night. It's 6 a.m. Everything is turning back into a pumpkin, and you are on your way back with your prizes, including your giant, huge, heavy mirrors that you are now taking back to the hotel.
Right.
You did it. If there's anything anyone would like to do in the car ride, you are welcome to it. Otherwise, I will fast forward to the lobby of the hotel because nothing is going to happen to you at 6 a.m.
Hopefully not. Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Yeah, no.
Cool. I like to give you options.
Stay awake through the.
I mean, you've both had a long night. You've been very active. You've been knocked unconscious and everything.
Yep.
Annis is at the point of tired where she is just so aware and awake.
Yeah.
That she knows she's tired, but
Annis admittedly is operating on less sleep than Penelope. Because Penelope got a nap and Penelope got a night's sleep.
Yep.
And Penelope rolled a 6. Good job, Penelope.
You know what? It's one of her special talents.
Annis is also running off of lots of caffeine.
It's true. You had phantasmal coffee for quite a while.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say that Penelope dozes off in the car. But like if they get to a stoplight, she's gonna like jolt awake like, oh fuck.
Thankfully,
That's
it's
about
not a
it.
very long drive back. Like you got here on foot, so
True. True.
it's not a horribly long drive back. There is some traffic in the morning because, if I recall correctly, on our calendar, which I'm gonna pull up, it is a Friday morning. Yeah, so Friday morning, a little after 6 a.m. The morning traffic is kicking in, but your driver, who is also kind of tired from being up all night, is taking things cautiously. So, relatively smooth drive back. Pretty much everyone is sort of in that we just got back from a convention state where, like, you might have shown up looking nice and ready to go, but now you're all tired and no one really wants to engage their brain more than they have to. And it's understood that when you get back, there will be obligatory social conversations, and then everyone's going to go to sleep.
Yay, sleep.
And that's pretty much how it goes. As a reminder for Penelope, once she got outside, she did get her reply from Vivi, which was giving her the go-ahead to get some sleep and that you'd meet up around dinner time.
Yeah.
So you've got plenty of time to sleep.
So clarification, is that like dinner time as in like dinner time or dinner time like lunchtime? Because I know some people will say dinner but mean lunch.
I would assume for the two of you, dinner time is probably in the neighborhood of like 5 because you both generally go to performances and things later than that, and you know better than to try to run those hungry.
Okay.
But if you would like to articulate that you have a different relationship with her than that, you are welcome to, because she is your mentor.
That tracks.
Yeah, so suffice it to say, that will give you a full 8 hours of sleep if you go to sleep within the next hour before it's even approaching dinner time.
Woohoo!
Good job. But yeah, so you make your way back to the hotel. You pull in to the front and like the sort of loading and unloading circle. The poor butler is going to ask the lot of you, would you like to take up the mirrors? Or would you like to leave those in the car?
We'll get them. Might as well go ahead and get it out of the way.
All right, so you shuffle out. Derek is trying to blend in with his environment with his fancy mask, but both of you can see him pretty easily. In part because he's tired, in part because you've seen through the illusion already, so it's easier, and in part just because he is still inherently ridiculous. So it's really hard to overlook that in a small crowd. And taking advantage of the fact that he's kind of ridiculous, you have Johnny, who doesn't have her hat anymore and has some horns poking out the top.
Oh no.
Who has essentially stolen his scarf, proving that she could see through his illusion as well, and wrapped it around her head like a really weird makeshift turban. He is not putting up a fight.
Nice hat, Johnny.
Thank you. It seemed like the appropriately prudent thing to do.
He won't notice it's missing. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I can tell that it's missing, just in case you were wondering.
No.
But it's for the greater good. No. It's understood.
Oh my god.
We all need our secret identities sometimes.
We can get you your scarf back, and we can get Johnny a hat after we've slept.
I think that's probably a good idea. Everyone will get some rest. Meet up at... Oh, wow, it's really early. Let's just meet up at the bar at like 5. How's that?
That works.
That works for me.
Awesome. And so as you're carrying the giant mirrors through the lobby as a weird bunch, you make the pragmatic choice to not try to take them in through the revolving doors. But you do get inside. Like, I'm not making you roll for that. You can figure out how to Tetris this. You've moved before. For the most part, the people that are there in the morning are tourists or business people in town for, business stuff. There's some people sitting around having breakfast in the dining area that's next to the bar. Pretty continental standard stuff. And no one's really bothering with you because they're all also trying to wake up right now. So you don't have any trouble getting to the elevators and heading upstairs. Johnny is holding pretty close by with the group of you, as she doesn't have a key card and understands how this works. Jameson, likewise, is sort of a walking zombie at this point, because while he is certainly not a stranger to being out late and doing work stuff, he also has normal human stats and is therefore not a walking constitution machine. So he's tired. You're all fighting a level of exhaustion that you will not have once you sleep. So,
hooray.
But yep, you get upstairs without issue. You do notice that from the elevator, all of you are obviously getting off on a lower floor than the monk and his butler, who are going all the way to the top with their special card. Let's do this with a disadvantage roll.
Oh no.
Wow, a 19 and a 17. Okay. Don't worry about it.
I don't like it when there's a mystery roll. I'm told not
I mean,
to
it's a
worry.
mystery for Penelope. Annis, you feel a suspiciously well-placed room card slip behind you.
Like into a pocket, or
It's poking you on the back of your waist. Like, you could easily grab it if you want it.
Oh yeah, I'll grab it.
Okay. But it is done very stealthily. And so the lot of you walk out on the appropriate floor for you and get to the room. As you recall, this room has several beds, since no one really had to share before. You've got it's like a small suite, because Penelope has a pretty good relationship with her business arrangements, and this was set up by Lupin anyway, so you got a pretty nice deal there. There are sufficient spaces that no one needs to share a bed lest they wish to.
Yeah.
Which makes it all the more awkward when Johnny sits down in the chair in Penelope's room. No, don't mind me. I don't take up a lot of space.
I mean, there's plenty of spaces to sleep that are not in my room.
I mean, that's true. Continue
Like,
sitting there.
There's literally a couch right out there.
I'm not going to take it. It doesn't work that way.
What, the couch?
Well, I mean, that would probably work. But no, I'm not going to take the fiddle if you're worried that I'm going to take the fiddle.
I don't know. That's not... You don't have to sleep in the same room as me, right?
I need you to be safe until I can win it back. Can't have any crazy ninja guys sneaking in.
I mean, nobody's gonna sneak in here.
You can both sleep in the living room.
But I have a perfectly good bed right here. It's a cozy bed. Ugh. I don't know. Like, Johnny, would you like to sleep in the bed? I can go sleep on the couch.
No, I think I'm good right here.
But you're sitting in a chair.
And it's a comfy one.
Okay, then we can both go sleep in the living room.
I wouldn't want to put you out any.
Okay, but I'm not going to make you sleep in a chair. That's rude.
You're not making me do anything.
Okay, whatever. Penelope's just going to crawl in bed and just pull the covers over her head.
All right, I should probably do something about this. And she sort of waves a hand in front of her makeup and shifts into her more normal appearance.
Penelope pokes her head back out over the covers. Oh!
And I will share that with the audience, because these are new pictures for you.
Hooray.
Look at this. She's not pick crew or anything. She was drawn by Zippy.
For like 2 seconds, she just showed up as like a question mark.
I mean,
And I'm like, oh yeah, what does she look like? I have no idea.
so mysterious.
Ugh.
But yes, as a brief recap for anyone listening and not looking, her real appearance has red skin, and she's got freckles, and she's got 2 little horns poking out between her sort of silver white hair. She's still got her her braids, and in general, she looks. I guess I maybe never said it on the stream, but she's pretty tall. She's a little taller than Annis, not even counting the horns. So she's a bit tall and lanky, but she's a nice tiefling girl. Good old girl. And she is plopping comfortably in that chair.
Johnny, do you have freckles?
Of course. Got one here and here. And then she just sort of waves her hand around her face. All those places too.
That's cute. I have to teach you how to do makeup so you can actually still have freckles when you're disguised.
That might be a good idea. Not really trying to look too different, but obviously if I go down the street like this, you get inquisitioned or something.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, we'll talk about it when I wake up.
Makes sense. Rest well.
Okay, you
I have
too.
to teach you how to use that fiddle if you're going to hang on to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about the fiddle. She just passes out.
Yep, that is fair. Penelope can't really tell, but just for the audience's sake, Johnny watches her for a moment before passing out too. She's really tired. She's an introvert, and this was a lot of people.
That's fair.
Ooh, you managed to balance that die on its side.
Luckily for literally everybody in the hotel room, Penelope does not snore.
Hooray. Meanwhile, Annis, I guess, has choices.
Annis is very tired.
Which is
so
fair.
She is just gonna change into pajamas, make sure that Hemlock has a little nest, and pass out.
She doesn't even look to see what the card is.
Oh no, she knows it's a card. She knows it's a hotel card. Hotel room key card.
She's held this card before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that was what that roll was about, to decide. If I'd rolled a 1, I was gonna pull the same shit and not tell you.
No.
Ooh.
If I rolled above, I determined that if I rolled above a 10, she was just gonna be responsible and pass out in her own bed.
Yeah, everyone successfully gets some sleep. Like, Jameson manages to make it to his bed and passes out pretty much immediately after doing the requisite make sure doors lock, deadbolt kind of thing, and then he's out. You've all had a night.
Yay, sleep!
All right. I think I might leave the game clock visible in the future, just because it's useful context.
It's 4 p.m.
It's 4 p.m. it's 4 p.m. All of you have had sufficient sleep to get a long rest and level up to 5.
Woohoo!
Woo! Proficiency bonuses. And all the cool stuff that comes with.
Yay!
Which is nice.
Exciting.
Yep. I'm fast forwarding us to 4 p.m. so that you get your full 8 hours of sleep per the normal. Because you're tired. I'll leave it up to the two of you how quickly you get up. I know that one of you tends to be more active than the other when it comes to the time to get up, but...
Oh no, Ennis does not wake up.
Okay.
Hold, please. I'm destroying things over here. It's fine.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, Penelope just gets up like she normally does.
Cool.
Kind of gets up, and goes and like washes up and goes to make coffee.
So, let's make a roll for some stuff. Ooh, okay. So, when you wake up, you see that Johnny is still sitting comfortably in that chair.
Oh my god.
And she woke up before you because she nat 20'd her con check.
Oh no.
She is good to go.
Oh no. Good morning, afternoon?
Good day to you.
Yeah.
Let's go with that one.
Please tell me you actually slept.
Oh, tons.
Okay, good. Do you drink coffee?
I've been known to have a cup or two.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go make coffee. She just gets up and starts heading into like the living room, kitchen area.
So I'm going to ask the purely meta question right now. Are you changing into your normal clothes, and should I update your tokens accordingly?
Well, she's not going to be wearing her fancy clothes.
Yeah.
So...
Which token would you like to use, essentially? Like, if you would like to keep using this token, then we certainly can, and we'll just acknowledge you're wearing other stuff. But
I'm personally cool with continuing to use this token for now until...
Okay.
Swap out for other art.
That's fine. I wasn't sure if you wanted to swap over to, like, making a heart Penelope or something else.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Ennis is gonna put her normal clothes back on.
Okay. Like, I'll have to get a picture of making a heart Penelope to make that token, but we can do that in the future.
Yeah! I'll send you stuff.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna... Would you like me to swap Annis over to normal clothes?
Yeah.
All right. Token magic. This is so much easier than buying and painting new figures.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool to swap tokens, too.
It is whatever makes you happy.
I don't want to be fancy when no one else is fancy. Ooh.
Okay. There you go, then.
Ah.
Ennis wakes up at about 4:30.
Blaze it.
Fine. Ennis wakes up at 4:20.
Wow. Somebody's making a different kind of constitution check. All right, I will advance it 20 minutes then, just to respect the joke. So it's forest druids, man.
So does Annis blaze it?
Nope. She has been known to, but she doesn't make a habit of it.
Ah.
You gotta watch out for that druid craft.
Mm-hmm.
It is within the powers of druidcraft. Largely because the drug doesn't really do anything. So yeah, you pretty easily get some sleep. Jameson's up. He is making breakfast for whatever the hell this meal is when you walk out. judging by what he's got, it's not actually room service so much as he's just making food.
Yeah.
Unlike the room that Anna saw last night, this one doesn't have like a full crazy kitchen, but it has enough that he could pretty easily put together French toast. Seemed like the appropriate thing for Paris.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Do they even call it? They wouldn't call it French toast here, right?
Probably not, but I'm British, so I don't really give a fuck.
Oh, that's brutal, Jameson.
It's a loving competition between our people. Yeah, French toast. Would you like some strawberries? Blueberries?
Ooh.
Some other berries?
Smells really good. No berries for me. Good morning, afternoon.
Coffee. Ooh,
I made some.
you're an angel.
I know.
Johnny
so
takes a sip of her coffee.
Huh?
Johnny takes a sip of her coffee at the mention of angels.
So, Johnny,
Yes?
now that I've had 8 hours of sleep and I'm not completely worn the fuck out, you want to talk about the fiddle?
Oh,
Or is
sure.
that more of a private conversation?
No, it's... I don't really have any secrets about it. It's the golden fiddle that I got from my patron as a warlock. And it's pretty cool. It has some nice features. You can use it to get people to, well, have a bit of a musical duel and put things on the line. It's fun for gambling. Which is neat. You know, I actually used it to get around quite a bit before. It turns out if you challenge people in the good old American South to some kind of contest for a ride, you end up getting a lot of free rides.
Huh? That's neat.
It gets you places. But yeah, other than that, like it's technically my talisman, so if you hang on to it for a little while, it'll make you a little bit luckier.
It's not cursed or anything, right?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
I mean, I would like to win it back, obviously, so if it is cursed, then it doesn't bode well for me, but...
That's true. And your patron won't get upset with me using it if I needed to?
No, I think he probably would think it would motivate me that much more to get it back if I saw someone else using it, so... Fair point, I suppose.
If you don't mind me asking, which Lupin did you lose it to?
This one...
Oh. Not the most recent, obviously.
Right. Well, like, she doesn't know. So... Like, she's not aware of the 8th one because she wasn't present for that.
That's right.
So,
Oh.
No, it was the most recent one. It was the one from the house.
Yes, the 7th. For sure.
Yeah, he,
Not a newer one, definitely not. I don't know what I was thinking. I need to drink more coffee.
Janice, we've got to work on, I don't know, how you wake up in the mornings.
Oh, yeah. I generally don't.
Don't wake up in the mornings? Or...
Yeah. Difficult.
But also it's like 4 something in the afternoon.
We were also up all night.
Yeah.
And I did not get a full night's sleep the night before.
But you did sleep the full night this time, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Cool.
I would not have had the energy.
So, who is your patron, Johnny?
Who's my warlock patron?
Yeah.
Some big city slicker guy.
That's really vague.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. It's one of those things where you make a deal with someone and you find out they've got a whole bunch of names, so you don't really know which one to give. But he's one of those dead apostle what's-its.
What?
Those really old, like, vampire guys. Yeah, that's it. He runs a lot of the entertainment industry.
Do what?
Check out.
Both of you can make a perception check there.
Perception?
Perception, yeah.
Oh, she's back. Oh, okay. I rolled a 20. I swear.
I believe you. I believe you. Yeah, I think if the die roll isn't specifically in the chat box, it just doesn't know what to do with it. I don't know why it lets you roll outside of it.
I dropped it in the chat box.
Oh, I have no idea then. It's just dumb. But yeah, okay, so you hit a 20 on that, a natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay. So Annis picks up on this. When she says that there's a dead apostle, who's big in the entertainment industry, you see Jameson just sort of go pale.
No.
Penelope can see it too, but like the look on his face is just going to be permanently etched into Annis's memory of this man who's just realized that he apparently works in an industry with vampires.
Oh no, poor Jameson. Oh no.
Did you say that there's a vampire running the entertainment industry? Well, part of it. He's a pretty influential guy. I think his most old name, I don't know if he wants me to say it, but quite frankly, he's being a dick right now, so. Yeah, his name is Van Fim. I think it's German for from Fim, but I don't really know.
Van Fim? Thim?
I will look up the most current spelling of it because he's a real dead apostle.
Oh, fun.
And I want to make sure that the recently released new game hasn't changed that. Boop, boop, boop. VAN-FEM is the most current one.
EM.
Von Fimu.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a real one. I decided to mix those up a little bit. Yeah, he seems to be one of the really big and old ones who's decided that the most effective way to deal with the world is to run it. I don't know much about his deal, but apparently he's got connections with all sorts of people in the business and entertainment industry. He opens doors for you.
You know, this doesn't really shock me. But the fact that, you know, there's basically a dead apostle running things in the entertainment industry.
Seems like if you're going to live forever, you're eventually going to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
personally, I never really wanted to get big. So when a country music star tells everyone in the world that he beat you at a fiddle contest and calls you the devil, you really piss off all the other tieflings. And also everyone seems to think I'm a shitty bard. And like, I'm not even a bard. So I decided maybe I'll go find somebody who works higher up in this industry and get this thing sorted out. And I think I maybe went too high. When you meet something sufficiently big and scary, you get options, but you probably take the safest one. That's usually working for them.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. Did you like? God, that the guy who did that shit to you in the first place, though, that's fucking rude.
Not a big fan of him.
No.
I beat him too. Just for clarification,
You did?
I won. I won that contest. He just
Good,
lied
good.
about it in his song.
Man, I hope I never meet this person face to face. I'm gonna have some words with them.
And then, of course, when I signed on with the Dead Apostle, they're like, "You need a golden fiddle." Like I really wanted that. It's got a real sense of humor there.
Oh no, that's terrible.
I mean, it's a nice fiddle. It does a lot of cool stuff, but I think he likes the idea of building up my legend. I guess that checks out for the way that the world seems to work, but don't exactly want to be the devil.
Yeah. Yeah, no. You're too nice for that.
Well, thank you. I don't really see much of a reason to be mean to people.
Like,
There's not that
you
much
gotta let
gained
'em
by
know.
it.
Hmm?
Like, occasionally you
But-
need somewhere to crash. You might need a friend. Maybe don't piss everybody off.
Exactly. Like, God, okay. What is it with mages and not understanding that basic ass concept? Holy shit. Ugh.
I think they've got this thing where they all think that they're special.
Hmm. Joke's on them.
Well,
Ugh.
best I can understand it, 5 of them got the thing they wanted ever. So, it's not
Yeah.
good numbers.
Yeah. It's true.
I don't even know who most of them are, so you can only be so famous.
True.
But yeah, you can hang on to that fiddle by all means. Like I have to win it back. It's like the fiddle's not where my magecraft comes from, but the condition that I was given is that I have to win it back, and it has to be a time when
Yeah.
both of us are trying our hardest. So I think this is his way of teaching me or something.
Ugh. Your patron is rude.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm probably still doing better than a lot of warlocks.
Yeah.
Like he's a tough business guy, but he's still giving me, more than anyone else would. I can't just walk up to Clock Tower and give a howdy and then they just let me in. And I certainly can't do anything with the church.
Nope. Ugh. I don't know, it's at some point you'll like, because this fiddle is really heavy.
It won't be
I'm
if
not
you
holding
attune
it.
to it. Just so you know.
How do you attune to it?
I when I first got it, it was really heavy, and so I sat down with it. And I sat it on my lap for a while. It's way heavier than any fiddle should be. But I just sort of strung at it, and by the end of the first song, it was mine. And then it was remarkably light. Still heavy for everybody else, though. Like, I'm pretty sure if I were to hit somebody with it, it'd fuck them up real good. But it's my fiddle, so I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, that's bad for the fiddle.
Gold
Okay,
is not the most solid of objects.
No. Well, I promise to take good care of it while I still have it until you can get it back.
And I promise that I will be here to keep you safe until that day gets here.
Okay, but for the record, you don't have to sleep in my room in the future.
I don't have to.
Or we're gonna have to work out a system or something. If you do want to sleep in my room for whatever reason, where you have a bed, because I don't want you sleeping in a chair. You will hurt your back.
That is perfectly understandable. And
We'll figure
it's at
this
this point that Annis is like, man, I just got a bird.
Huh?
Because, like, you picked up a bird over the course of this adventure who just eats a lot. She's got a full tiefling.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess that's true.
But Johnny's not my familiar.
No, she's not. But she's following you around the way the bird follows Annis around.
That's just
True.
a stalker.
Except she can't turn invisible. And she's, like, literally almost twice your size. Actually, that's not true. You're pretty big.
Yeah.
You're a big halfling. Yeah,
She's almost 2 feet taller than me.
that's true.
That's really fucking tall.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, before we all go down to the bar, I'm gonna help you do your makeup. Unless you're gonna stay here and chill.
I am gonna go wherever you go.
Okay, then we're gonna do your makeup.
All right.
Oh God, I should probably text and tell Vivi to meet us at the bar. Okay, so she does that.
Let us know who Vivi is. No. Who is Vivi?
That's my mentor. She's actually in town.
Oh.
Yeah, she's gonna meet up with us.
Oh, interesting. Is this your bod mentor?
Yeah. She's really cool. Like, she literally taught me everything I know. Like, literally everything. Like, it's a lot. Yeah. But yeah, so I just texted her.
Okay. Did you tell her a time and a place?
I know I said in this text I will say yes, 5 o'clock at the hotel bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. A few moments go by, and then you get a or did-a-doo-doo. I don't know what your ringtone is. This is up to you. You're a bard, so.
It's the Screaming Cowboys.
That was too early.
Too early for that, but somehow.
I mean, if you're talking memes of the time period, then let's see, 2005.
Her phone just plays Caramel Dance. I'm joking.
I think it's a little early for that too. I'll have to bug Speedy later just to make sure, but.
Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk.
Daft Punk would probably be pretty big about this point, yeah. It could be that, or if you're going for memes, then I think you might have the singing He-Man at this point.
Oh my God.
Maybe.
I think you might have that.
Okay, well for now I'm just gonna say it's like a cute, jaunty little tune.
It's like Hamster Dance.
Maybe not Hamster Dance.
You could use Hamster Dance to summon Robin Hood. I'm just telling you.
No. I'm not gonna use Hamster Dance to summon Robin Hood or be my ringtone.
Fair enough. It is Hamtaro time. But okay, yeah, so you successfully get a reply. And it says that she'll be there.
Sweet.
She says that she'll be there. Look for the blonde.
Look for the blonde?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Penelope knows that when Vivi travels, she puts on different outfits all the time.
Oh dear.
Because, unlike a lot of mages, she doesn't rely heavily on illusions. So, when you're less than 4 feet tall, you stand out and you don't want to leave too much of a trace.
No.
So, that is your clue.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to go play makeup?
Yep.
All right, well, you have a disguise kit and normal makeup, so you can very easily apply this makeup.
Cool. Annis, do you want me to do your makeup too?
I don't really think I need makeup today. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, we're going to the bar, but...
Well, if you would like me to do your makeup, I will.
You know what? Why not?
Heck yeah! Makeup party!
If it'll make you happy.
I'm gonna have fun with this.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna do Annis's makeup and Johnny's makeup.
We're gonna paint nails too.
Yeah!
And do each other's hair.
Yeah!
That'll be great.
Okay. Are you going to do all of this in 40 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. This is the 40-minute equivalent of that. So I have to ask you one question.
Uh-huh.
What are you going to do about Johnny's horns?
Annis is gonna druid craft a bunch of flowers into a flower crown that just so conveniently happens to cover them.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute. Oh.
I am now a bouquet.
Yes.
And so that Johnny doesn't feel like she stands out too much, Annis will druid craft a similar thing for herself. And also for Penelope.
Oh.
You get a flower crown. And you get a flower crown. Everyone gets a flower crown.
Annis is the Oprah of flower crowns.
Yes, clearly.
And then while
If it's
I'm
all the
doing
same
body-
for all of you, I'm going to stay up here for a bit. I had a long night.
Oh, that's
You know what?
Jameson?
You've earned the knife. You've earned the knife. Oh no!
I'm going to go make sure that we're all still getting paid by Lupin.
Oh yeah. Can't believe I said you've earned the knife.
That's terrifying.
I meant you've earned the night off.
And that's how Jameson got his first level in Paladin.
Hey, you've earned the knife.
Wouldn't that be Rogue?
Well, like if he burned the knife, he could be Paladin. I'm just imagining like
yeah.
a smite.
Oh no.
I don't think Jameson would do well as a Paladin.
No, he would be a
No.
terrible paladin.
It requires too many stats. He doesn't have 13 in.
Oh my god. Oh, while I'm doing Johnny's makeup, I'm going to like talk through some of what I'm doing
Mm.
to try and help her like learn a little more.
Okay, so foundation first.
Yep.
Okay, and then what?
Okay, so something that's going to help you out a lot since you have to do some really heavy foundation to give yourself a more human skin tone is you're going to want to learn how to do contouring, because that will help you look like you have actual shapes to your face.
Okay, so for that one, I'm drawing lines like this.
Oh, not quite like that.
Oh,
Not
okay,
quite.
okay.
More like just kind of more of a gentle curve around the face.
Okay, so it's like framing cheeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she like tries to teach her how to do the freckles.
Okay, let's see how well she learns.
Yeah. Cool.
Mhm. Okay, so she's listening to you and she's trying to repeat what you're saying, but
Mm-hmm.
similar to someone who's first learning how to do a thing, everything that she does is a little too much. Like she
Mm-hmm.
puts a little too much on and then she doesn't know how to take it off. So she tries to put a little more of other on to offset
no.
this. And you can see where this is going and you stop her before she gets too far. But she's learning. Like you're getting the impression that she might need another session or two of this, but for right now she's in the world of rolling a 2. So
Oh no.
she's
Not a
trying.
2. Johnny just can't roll well at all.
She stayed up. She hit her wake up roll with her nat 20 there, but yeah, like her rolls have been awful.
Yeah. Poor thing.
Yeah, but she's trying.
Oof.
Are you going to attune to your golden fiddle?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say you did that mechanically enough time has passed, so
Cool.
you may do so. In that case,
Yeah.
I will check that for you. Boop. Oh, you did it. Even better.
Heck yeah.
That is why the weight is now set to 1 instead of 30.
Wow. That's a big difference.
It was a heavy fiddle. I looked up how heavy a golden fiddle would be because nerds figured that out, and it's real heavy.
Hey. I am gonna leave the fiddle in the hotel room
Okay.
because I don't expect this to be like. Actually, I'm gonna leave the viola in the hotel as well.
Go for it.
Oops. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh god.
If you just click on the location one and type hotel, it'll move it for you.
Hold please.
Do.
It has viola case as a location.
Yeah, just click on viola case to the right of the word viola and just type hotel. There you go.
Hooray. Okay. And then sing with fiddle. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So I don't want her to have to lug everything.
Sure, you're just
ever
going down to
around.
the lobby. So, that is fair.
Sorry, I made a typo, so it just said or it said Hanbog.
Handbag.
You know, a fancy handbag.
So fancy. But yeah, so once you attune to it, like I said, it is lighter. You understand all the abilities that you can see in the sheet now. Like, you kind of had them explained before, but now you know because you're attuned to it.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned before, while you're holding it, that general feeling that you have of things working out for halflings feels stronger. So you feel like a little bit luckier.
Neat.
You don't really know what form that's going to take yet, but you feel a little bit luckier.
Cool. Yay.
And with all of that adventure, you're coming up on 5 o'clock.
All right, let's go downstairs.
Okay. So the three, are you bringing Hemlock, or is Hemlock chilling up here with the food?
Hemlock will just chill. Yeah, he's finishing off what of the breakfast we didn't eat.
Fair enough. Admittedly, you've had breakfast today, so this is second breakfast.
Living that hobbit life.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a halfling, so
I don't know. The meal we didn't eat.
there you go. Okay.
All right, Hemlock, take good care of Jameson.
Hemlock nods knowingly. All right, so yeah, you head over and down. So I didn't pull together a map for this one. I was thinking about it, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, this is really an unnecessary map. You're gonna think that someone's gonna attack you in a hotel if I give you a map. It's just a hotel lobby. Like, the one that I kind of have in my mind is, let's just say the Marriott that has the Raleigh Convention Center. It's got a little bar off to the side. It's got a bunch of seating. It's got some elevators. You just hop that downstairs. So we're just going to use that as a frame of reference. So,
sorry, we had a weird second where the sound cut out.
Oh, are we good now?
Seems to be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you want a visual frame of reference, just think the Marriott in downtown Raleigh. So you just ride the elevator down. You walk out in the lobby. There's a big bar area with like some seating and some people eating food to the right. So,
is there a Starbucks?
Yeah,
yes,
there a Starbucks?
there is a Starbucks to the left, along with the little overpriced snack area and the big doors at the front, and presumably there's like convention center spaces in here too, but they're on the corner. It's now evening, so you see more people than when you went to sleep. You see people at various check-in points. You run into a little bit more of a crowd, but it's just approaching dinner time now, so you're free to that. Walking out into the lobby, are you going to head over to the bar and look for people, or are you going to go through something else first?
Gonna go look for people.
Yeah.
Okay. So over at the bar, you can see an okay number of people. Like, it's not peak hours yet or anything, but some people are sitting around. Some people clearly just got off work a little bit early and are settling into their nightly routine. You can see blonde hair on two people, and apparently one of them is talking to the other one.
Oh no! Oh no!
So,
perception check.
yeah.
I'll also roll a perception check.
Oh no!
Go for it.
Oh no! I'm laughing so hard I couldn't see where perception was.
Just hitting those perception rolls. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Why can't I find you pictures?
Oh
There
no!
it goes.
Do what happened?
It
It cut out for
yeah,
a second.
completely cut out. Like, we rolled and then didn't hear anything.
Oh, no. You're fine. Like, I got kind of quiet while I was looking for pictures anyway, so that might have just been natural. So yeah, the first person you see is this loser.
Mysterious weirdo.
Yep.
I never updated that, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, he's sitting there minus his scarf. He's not wearing his mask right now, but he is begrudgingly wearing like a little headband around the tips of his ears. You get the impression that he was sort of pushed into that. But he is sitting there and he is talking the ears off of this very short blonde woman who seems to be humoring him more than anything. And she is about 3'5" or 6. And she looks like that.
Wow, what a nerd.
Right? And you can see her. She's sitting there as this guy is going on and on. As you get closer with your amazing perception rolls, you can hear what he's talking about. And so that's why you've got to be really safe and careful at night, because there are all kinds of horrible people around here. I saw some guys try to jump someone who was pretty short a few nights ago, but a bunch of heroes stepped in and saved them. It was amazing. Like, there was this guy who could just move in the shadows like some kind of superhero. And there was this woman who was incredibly muscular, like, holy crap, those muscles. Like, you just want to get picked up by those muscles. Anyway, she was amazing, and she dodged a bullet. It was cool. And then there was this other little person who was amazing, and she actually managed to convince this guy to just change his ways and become the biggest fan. And I think he's into pop music now. I don't really know. But then the cops showed up and everyone had to run away. So anyway, what I'm saying is be careful at night. That wasn't very far away. I see. Of course.
What the heck?
How did you see that?
Hold up.
You cut out
Hold
again.
up.
No!
I think it's YouTube.
I think it might be.
Shit. Okay, hold on.
YouTube?
We have the bird video.
Oh, the bird video.
It might be.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pause it.
Yeah, just
right now.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's try this again.
Okay. How much of that did you get?
It cut off like right about what was it?
He was
think he's-
describing Penelope.
Yeah, he's like, I think the guy's a fan of pop music now.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then it cut out.
Yeah, and so, like, I think he's a fan of pop music. I don't really understand. And also, there was this cool bird that was just singing a lot, and it seemed to mess with people. Like, I think those heroes are amazing, but they might not always be there. So,
Gosh.
hello,
I'm-
friends.
I'm just choking. It's fine. I think I need something to drink.
Yes. A drink would be
maybe
good.
some water.
Okay. Of course, I'll go get that right now. And he steps up and runs over to find the person manning the bar who's at the other end of it at the moment. And leaves you with this blonde woman. So that was a lot.
Yeah, a little bit.
So how are you doing, Penelope?
Baby!
Oh.
And she
She
just, like,
hops
runs
off
with-
of the stool, and it is abundantly clear that she's like half a foot shorter than Penelope.
She just like launches herself at Vivi and just like latches into a hug.
And she hugs you right back, like 100%. It's full super hug. This is the hug that you've been wanting for a while. You haven't seen her in a bit.
Nope.
And like, you kind of knew from like the description of blonde, but also when you saw her, like, you know her well enough. You've seen her disguises. You recognize this one because she showed it to you once. This is the outfit that she wears when she's sneaking around at the Mages Association in London. Because it's just a thing she does.
Yeah.
You don't remember the name of this one, but it has an alias, and it's something that she does when she wants to get information about mage stuff. Like, one of the things that you know specifically about her is that not only is she a bard, she is a lore bard, which means she loves secrets. And if you want secrets in the mage world, you kind of have to sneak your way around Clock Tower and Atlas and all kinds of stuff to get information. And so, you know, she travels the world pretending to be a bunch of different people to get info in these places. So how have you been? You good? Are you healthy? Are you eating enough? I see you're still tall.
Yes, I'm eating enough. Oh my god.
You smell like
What
French
about
toast.
you? What?
You smell like French toast and makeup.
I,
I respect both
I
of those.
yeah, yeah. We just had French toast before coming downstairs. Jameson made it for us.
Oh, good. How's he doing? He's still alive?
Yeah,
Oh, good. Oh, good.
somehow.
I was afraid that he was going to eventually not be because of, how dangerous the world is, and he's kind of squishy.
He is very
He's big, though.
squishy.
He's very tall.
He is very tall.
It looks like
Like,
you've got a lot of tall friends.
I do. I don't know how I keep making tall friends, but here we are.
Well, if you hang out with tall people and you're friendly.
Both
Yeah.
of those things are true.
It's true. It's very true. Oh, shit. Okay, hold up. Vivi. This is Annis. She's really cool.
Hello.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. She hops back up on the seat so that she's closer to eye level with you. And then she reaches out to shake your hand.
Yeah, I shake her hand.
All right, yeah. She happily shakes your hand while she's like sort of patting it on the side of it as well. Like it feels like an exaggerated gesture, but it also feels sincere. So that's kind of nice. You are quite something. Are you the superhero or are you the big muscly one? Because that guy was not very subtle.
I drank a potion and became temporarily stronger, so I guess I'm the big muscly one.
Okay, well, I don't want to alarm you, but I think he's into you.
They're a little more into each other than you think.
Oh, good. Well, in that case, by all means, I'm not here to judge.
Annis is just stone-faced.
Yeah, I'll have to. We'll discuss that later.
That can be her story to tell or not tell. I completely respect her privacy on this one.
True.
And I see you've got another friend over here.
Oh yeah, and then this is Johnny.
Pleasure to meet you. You look familiar. I don't believe we've met. Maybe not. I don't know. You do very good makeup though. Well done. Like I try to disguise myself a bit too. Like this isn't my real anything really. But kudos to you. Like you've really worked hard on that. I'm actually still learning.
Yeah, I was teaching her up in the room.
Well, aren't you helpful? I'm sure she appreciates it. So, I guess before we do anything and before he gets back and interrupts us again. Okay, 5 words, Penelope. Sell me on the last month of your life.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go help him at the bar. To give you more time with your mentor.
Oh, okay. Sure. If you want.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll be back.
Okay. Oh God.
Would you like me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. The most exciting thing from the last month of my life. 5 words, and she's holding up fingers as she talks through them.
Okay.
Clock, tower, locker, room, gossip.
I mean, technically, clock tower is one word.
You'd think they'd be consistent about it, but they don't seem to be.
Yeah, they suck.
It's not the best language.
Hmm.
But yeah, all kinds of gossip.
See.
Can you beat that?
Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. Train battle, golden fiddle, dinosaurs.
Shit. All right, well, fine. You got me. I can't beat that.
I could have also thrown in spiders and sports car flying out of mansion, and there's a lot.
Sounds like a lot.
It's a lot.
And 1 month?
Yeah.
Because like you messaged me about our friend the lady, and
Oh yeah, and then there was that too. Ugh.
it's been a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah.
I am a bit jealous.
Ugh.
So how are your studies coming along?
they're coming. They're coming along. I think I think I hit third verse.
Really?
I think so.
That's
Yeah.
really impressive.
Yeah.
The last time I saw you, you had just got the second.
Yeah.
You're gonna overtake me at this rate.
No. Oh God, no. That's not gonna happen.
Give yourself some credit.
But God, yeah. I don't even know where to start. Like.
Is it the kind of story we probably shouldn't go into down here?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, is it the kind of stuff that you can say in front of your friends? Looking over, you can see Johnny is just sitting there like she has somehow acquired a drink without going down there to get one from the bartender with the others, and she is just sort of sipping away at a straw right now. Don't mind me.
Yeah. I mean, basically, whatever we talk about, Johnny's gonna overhear anyway. And then Annis has been a big part of it for the last couple of weeks.
Okay, then it sounds like maybe we'll just need to get the whole group back together, and then we can head off somewhere a bit more private, because I have a feeling we don't really want to talk about too much of that down here.
No, not really.
But you look good. You look like you're well rested. Sounded like you had a big night. Was it a big show?
That's an understatement.
I did a look online, and I didn't see that you were performing anywhere. I thought you were actually off tour now.
Well, I'll explain when we get it somewhere else.
Oh, understood. Okay. Okay, so while we wait for them to come back, I'm just going to catch you up on all of the clock tower gossip.
Heck yeah, let's go.
Okay. And so she proceeds to start mentioning a whole bunch of people whose names don't really make much of an impression to you, but you know a great deal about who is secretly into who is thinking they're getting away with stuff when they're not, who thinks they're all that, but they're not actually all that, so on and so forth. Just a giant list of people that none of them are anyone you've ever met, but this seems to be the most entertaining thing in the world to Vivi. Hey, she was offering you gossip. You won, so you have to hear the other end of it.
That's true.
So, later on, if you go to Clock Tower, we will recount this, and you'll have context every time you meet an NPC.
Oh no.
So, consider that a fun thing for later.
Does she mention anything about like Richard or who else did we, or Crosby or anybody that we do know?
Oh, so yeah, in terms of people that you could actually put together, apparently like the current laughingstock when she left was that apparently one of the people from Policies managed to screw up a teleport and end up in the wrong part of a country and have to take the really slow ride where they were going. And that's just inherently funny because Policies is generally pretty good about teleporting. And that she didn't seem to have any trouble when she teleported here using the same teleportation circle. And that's kind of how she also just mentions that, yes, she was just in Clock Tower like when you texted her 2 days ago.
Oh, jeez.
So she took the teleport path here.
Cool.
But other than that, you don't really hear any mention of Crosby in particular.
Cool.
So I guess meanwhile, over at the other end of the bar, Derek is getting a large number of glasses of ice water because everyone was coughing their throats so hard when they arrived, and he wants to be a good friend. Thank you, friend barkeep. Your services were most exceptional. And he puts some like actual like money down on the table, even though it's water.
Derek, it's water. You don't have to pay for it.
That man did a service to us.
Okay, that's fair.
I am a hero of all the people. And as he says that, he sort of walks with like 3 wine glasses of ice water in each hand, like between fingers. And he's just sort of like, would you like one?
Sure. Here, let me help.
I appreciate your assistance. You are truly an angel among elves.
So that lady you were talking to is Penelope's mentor, so I think we should give them a few minutes to chat.
Oh, the refill service here is amazing. You took like one sip and this guy was right on top of it.
Didn't realize it was so close to the mic.
It worked out. We're running with it. Look, you tip a man for getting you water. He's going to give you refills. You're right, though. We should probably give them a little bit of space. It sounds like they're catching up for the first time in a while. So how are you doing? Did you rest well?
I did. I slept like a rock.
That's good. That's good. It was quite a night. After quite a night. Ugh. This is a tiring
Indeed.
city. I'm starting to understand Paris a little more. Or maybe not.
Somehow I don't think this is typical. You know, going to a magical mansion and trading coins around all night. I don't think that's typical.
Probably not. I don't know. Like, I don't really go to a lot of functions. Like, for some reason, my family has decided that I shouldn't attend them. I think they're afraid that I'm going to be corrupted by the dark ways of the mage people.
Oh, it must be it.
That has to be it. I'm not a mage anyway. I don't really have much to offer them.
I don't go to many functions either, outside of druid things.
Those sound like they're probably pretty entertaining. Like that druid lady that we met at the mansion seemed very nice.
Oh, Nora, yes, she is very nice. It's just it's mostly a lot of talking and meditating. Sometimes you get to talk to trees.
Do they talk back?
No, some of them can.
Oh, that's certainly interesting. Yeah, Nora seemed very nice, but she also seemed to be a bit concerned about my parentage for some reason. I think she was trying to find out a bit more about my family. I hope she wasn't trying to, like, meet one of my uncles or something. That'd be weird.
Yeah, that was a little odd. You know, most elves keep to themselves and only have children with other elves. Obviously, not all of them. We're both half elves here.
We are walking exceptions to many rules.
That's true.
So, what are you going to do next?
I have no idea. The plan was to get here and do the Lupin thing, and then eventually go deliver the thing we went to the mansion to get in the first place. But before we leave France, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no obligations.
That's good. Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. Honestly, I thought I was going to be fighting at least 3 tiers of a crime organization run by Arsène Lupin, and that I was going to have to bring them all down to bring justice to everything and recover all the stolen items for all the museums and all of the people done wrong. But it turns out everyone got back the thing that they were missing, and he just fed us and had a fun party, so I don't really have to thwart that injustice.
Yes, it was very unexpected in many ways. I was honestly expecting a fight too, but
I mean, I'll take it. We had our fair share of adventures the night before. I kind of want to go make sure that those guys were properly processed and arrested because we did sort of leave.
True.
They seemed like they were up to no good. Also, I remember being shot at.
Yeah, I do too. It really only happened, like, not that long ago, but it seems like forever. It seems like it's been months.
It does feel like a great amount of time has passed when, in reality, it was only like 38 hours.
Longest 30 hours of my life.
Time is a tricky mistress like that. But nonetheless, justice was ultimately served, and I feel like the people of Paris are safer for our actions.
Well, I think it's the clock tower people, right? They're the ones that are raiding the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like the place that wrapped up on is that the clock tower people were sent there when Penelope fudged the location of a crest. So they busted in and started checking in on that one. And then the Goliaths apparently are also interested in their missing person. And so you've handed over the crest, but Richard from Clock Tower said that he was going to head back there to help the Goliaths out because through the course of knowing the two of you for like less than 8 hours, he has apparently decided that phantasmal species are not the worst thing ever and that he should help them out. Which is the most Type Moon thing in this game, by the way.
Yeah, that checks
Like, I
out.
can't even criticize myself for that because that is how it works.
Thanks, Nasu.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that characters can grow, but yeah. So the two of them, at the end of the night, we're going to go back to the Chinese restaurant where presumably the clock tower people that he left there to look for the crest and her Goliath allies that she messaged when she stepped outside and kind of like let him in effectively were also there. And the two of you said that you might drop by later to see how things are going and to help out if necessary, since they didn't find the missing Goliath there, but they were still doing the investigation when the night began, and that was, nearly a day ago now.
Rewinding back to the.
Yeah.
Well, I happen to know that there's a raid going on of a bunch of those type of people at a Chinese restaurant. We could drop in there and see if they need any help.
Are you saying that we know where evil rests and we can strike at it?
If they haven't already finished doing that.
That would probably be a good and noble thing that we could do for this city. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go get my mask. And then we can head over there as soon as the sun goes down. And if there is justice to be given, we can give it.
Sure.
Also, after last night, I really kind of want to fight something. Like, that was a lot.
I do too. I'm gonna be real. I do kind of want to fight something.
Well, then that sounds like that's a plan then. So, I guess I will probably need directions. And then we can all head over. I'm sure that we can probably get there more subtly than in a limousine, but if it's already been raided, it doesn't even matter.
It's not far. I was able to walk to the.
Yeah,
Chinese
you walked
restaurant.
there. Like, he doesn't have any frame of reference for how far away this is.
It's not very far. It was a nice walk.
Okay, well, in that case, we can walk the streets, and if we see any other crimes, we can solve those too. We'll go on patrol.
Sure.
Excellent. Well, in that case, I'm going to go let my dear friend and butler know what's going on so that he's aware, lest he stay up and worry. And then I believe I know which room you're in, so I will go knock on your door for a change.
All right. I'm gonna go see what Penelope's plans are.
Okay. So he's going to walk up to the group of you and hand out these glasses to everyone. All of the people present. Johnny accepts her glass. Vivi very politely accepts her glass as well, which looks huge in her hand.
Thank you.
And then he downs his glass and sets it on the bar next to all of you. It is a pleasure meeting all of you. I will see you shortly when we right the wrongs of evil. And then he walks away and he waits for like 5 minutes for the elevator because it's busy time.
Uh,
He seems like his heart's in the right place.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on a little excursion. Not like that. To give you and Vivi more time to catch up.
Oh, sure, if you want.
We're gonna go check in on that Chinese restaurant.
Oh, okay. Sure you don't want any help?
If you want to come along, I won't stop you.
Because, I mean, and she points at Vivi. Like, Vivi's, look, she can kick a lot of ass.
I mean, if
She's
she's
kicked
your,
several asses.
if she's your mentor, I believe it.
I don't know what to say to that. Thank you. But yeah, no, like, she can clean up shop. Where are you guys going?
The Chinese restaurant.
You know, apparently I just wasn't listening.
It's okay. It sounds like you had a really busy night.
It's an understatement.
Yeah. It was, yeah. But yeah, we were gonna head up to presumably the room, so that we could talk about all the stuff that's going on without literally everybody in the bar hearing about it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you guys want backup, or?
I mean, he's going to meet me at the room anyway.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan. And with that, Vivi tosses back that giant glass of water and just downs it in one go. Oh, that was a lot. Okay, I'm much colder now. All right, let's go. Johnny places the drink that now it's abundantly clear she just picked up someone's unfinished drink and finished it and then put it back on the table.
No, Johnny.
They weren't using it.
You could have ordered a drink. I would have paid for it.
The bartender seemed busy getting all that water. Besides, it's alcohol. It's self-cleaning.
Okay, if you're gonna keep following me around, we have got to work on some stuff.
You're the boss.
Okay.
Okay, so in the nature of true awkwardness, about the time you get to the elevators, 2 elevators come down at the same time. So Derek was just standing there for a while. And he goes and he gets in one of them, and like right as he turns around, he sees the lot of you getting in the other one. He goes, oh.
And it's just waves.
He waves back.
Penelope's making a face at him. Like sticking out her tongue and like, bleh.
The last thing that you could see is a really confused look on his face as he's getting these mixed messages from your elevator, and then the door closes. So, yep, you head back up, no problem. Once you get to your room and you get inside, you find Jameson's just finishing cleaning up from all the food, and Hemlock has finished cleaning up the food as well. And so, yeah, the lot of you file in, and once you get inside, Vivi kind of like waves her hand over her face, and you see her actual appearance. Hooray.
Yay.
Hurrah. Here's some art. Boop.
Boom, art.
Oh, wow. Some disguise.
Wasn't it? I want to learn to be able to do that as well as she does. Penelope just like fully has her face just in her hands like,
Honestly, the funniest thing about that is that if you go blonde, they just assume it's real. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah. I don't understand why they assume blonde is a real hair color. Most people bleach it.
I think what's going on is that if you go into the Mages Association, they're like, ooh, detect magic. And they don't realize you can just buy a wig.
Ugh. Dumbasses.
I mean, it worked out for me. If you're not carrying anything magical, then they don't think you're magic, and you can get away with anything.
Very true.
You have to carry a little bit, though, because if they have no magic, then they wonder why you're there. But it's a balancing game.
Fair. Also, Jameson, look who I found!
Oh, hello. How have you been? Hi, Jameson. I see you're still tall. Well, I try.
You know, I've lived in London for a long time now, and I've never actually been to Clock Tower.
Really?
Really.
How have you managed that?
It's a
Mostly I
pretty
just
big place.
stay to myself. London is quite big.
London's pretty big, and Clock Tower is spread all over the place. You might have wandered into it by accident and not even noticed it, but odds are if you've ever bumped into a bounded field and don't know why, it was probably that.
Well, I've never gone on purpose.
That is understandable. It is full of special people.
So I've heard.
Ugh.
So I have heard.
It's a really strange place. Like, it's very political. There's a whole bunch of groups. They're all trying to do their own thing. And if you go under it, it gets really crazy because there's like a giant mountain dragon.
What?
Whole thing, yeah. It's all built on top of a mountain-sized dead dragon.
Oh, dead dragon.
Oh, okay.
It still talks sometimes. It's weird.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they know either. I think they're still trying to figure that part out.
I bet we could ask Crosby about that.
Yeah.
I bet he knows about that.
It's honestly probably his doing, if it's a dead dragon that's talking.
Oh, you mean the
Maybe.
Bone Settler?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, you know him. Oh, he's fun.
He is fun.
That is a word I use to describe him, yes.
He's a lot of fun because he likes to really mess with the higher-ups in the different organizations. Like, he's part of the necromancy group, but they're all like, ooh, scary, spooky things, and he's all like rainbows.
Is Jameson just in the corner like...
Jameson is still reeling from the earlier realization that the Hotel California might not just be a metaphor. So he might be there for a little bit. Like, this is the world that he comes from. It's not just poking into the mage world anymore. Apparently it was already there, and that's messing with him.
Like, it's not just one toe in the mage world. He's just already, like, neck deep in it, and he just didn't know.
He's coming to terms with the fact that this has been going on around him, whether or not he knew about it. And that, like, when you poke into stuff, he can usually then go back to normal and just be insulated from it, and that's clearly not going to be the case anymore. It's a bit to work with.
Yeah. Poor Jim. Rip.
But yeah, it's a strange place. If you've ever liked to look around, I'd be happy to show you. I've got a whole identity set up there. I'm in the architecture group. Architecture? Archaeology. I used the wrong word.
It happens. So what is that disguise's name? Because I don't remember.
Oh, the blonde girl?
Yeah.
Well, that is it's a funny story. So I had to come up with a name, right? So I decided to just take
Okay.
a walk around London and see what struck me.
Uh-huh.
So I put on the outfit, I got my glasses, I got my freckles all good and right, and then I saw this garden, and it was called Hither Saxcoat. And I decided that's an amazing mage name. So I became Hither Saxcoat.
Beautiful.
I don't know if I want to give the internet context for this joke.
Nope.
Don't even bother.
All right.
Hither.
Finally, it's come full circle.
Hither Saxcoat. What an interesting name for a garden.
Oh my
I
god,
thought so.
that is brilliant. Oh my god, yeah. Like, honestly, walking around and just like looking for names on things is the best way to find a new name.
I thought it worked pretty well. And also, it's really funny because you would think Hither is a strange first name. But then you're walking around the Mages Association. Everyone has a strange name. Everyone.
They have weird ass names. Well, yeah, they have weird
They're
ass
pretty
names.
universally strange. Some of them sound overly stuffy, but a lot of them are just strange. Like, there's a Marsberry. That's his first name. Someone named their child Marsberry.
You know what? Some people are weird.
They're definitely
Some
weird.
people name their child weird things.
I'm grateful that my family just seems to be named after plants.
That's a good naming scheme.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you get a name you don't like, you just take one you want.
Yeah,
That's
you pick a
true.
new one. I mean, like that's what I did.
You picked a good one.
I did.
So Penelope is not your real name.
It is now.
Well, fair. All right.
Penelope named herself after one of the greatest trolls in storytelling history.
Huh.
It's true. I mean, gosh, I'm trying to remember the whole story. Isn't it? She was weaving and weaving and weaving and was like, "Hey, I'm not going to see any of these suitors until I'm done weaving." And then, like, at the end of the night after they all left, she undid her weaving so that she had to start all over. So when they came the next morning, she's like, "Yeah, no, still not done." And she did this for years.
She did this for like a decade.
Yeah.
It's really telling that none of them realized what was going on. It's like they don't know how weaving works.
That and guys are stupid. It's fine.
They were definitely stupid. They were mostly drunk and eating her food.
Yeah?
Yeah, rude.
It's a fun story, though.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It, like, my original name wasn't bad. Like, it was still a very cute name. It just didn't really suit me anymore, so I changed it.
Well, I think Penelope suits you just fine.
Thank you.
Can't imagine calling you anything else.
Yeah.
Not even Nick. Doesn't work.
Names are powerful, and you took your own.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
In many ways, that makes it more powerful.
Yeah.
I like your name, too.
Wait, was that it?
That was Johnny.
Oh.
He's just standing there through all of these stories.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you.
No problem.
But yeah. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, clock tower. Weird. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really strange place, but I've been having a lot of fun just getting a sense of what's going on there. Like, they've been really caught up on the news lately. Apparently, something really bad happened about a year ago in Fuyuki, and they're still figuring that out.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh.
So,
Clock Tower would have information about Grail.
yeah.
Well, I would like to go back to London before we go to Sherwood.
We can do that.
Yeah, maybe we could take a little trip to Clock Tower.
Yeah.
Do some sightseeing, get some information.
Yeah. Oh,
Talk
God.
to dead dragons.
Yeah. But yeah, also, so there might be a Grail War.
Grail Ward? You mean the... Well, I'm going to see if she knows what that is. I'm sure she does. But I'm going to let her roll, because she has stats, damn it.
Yeah.
Jelly,
please.
And Okay. So I had to roll Arcana and History to see how much she knows about it and how much she knows about the things that have happened in its name. So that's that ritual that they do every once in a while that the church gets involved in. And I think a bunch of mages fight to get a wish or something. Most of what I know about it is that the last time they did one of these, the association sent 2 people and they died or disappeared or something. And the time before that, they sent 2 people and one of them died and the other one wasn't really sent by them, but he came back and now he runs modern studies.
Yeah, that's it.
There can be another one. I thought this took a while.
Yeah.
They usually do.
Yeah.
Well, that's neat.
And like, the lady knows about it too.
Oh, I haven't spoken with her in a bit. I'm not quite as close to her as you are, but That's concerning if they're having another one, because my understanding is the last one's probably what broke Japan.
Yes, that sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some heavy activity there. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe, like, if it is another one, they're probably picking their candidates. Like, normally they have a lot of time to do that.
Yeah. We already know who one of them is.
Oh, that's good. That's hopefully good.
I guess she's kind of a dead apostle ancestor.
You don't need to roll insight to notice her face going, what? There's a dead apostle ancestor in the clock tower? Like another one?
No. What?
Oh, they've got a few.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big place.
Yeah,
but like a real one, though. Not like just a vampire, but like a real one.
Oh, yeah, no, she's the real deal.
Huh.
So let me tell you about this party that we went to last night. And I promise this is related.
Okay. And you don't have to repeat the whole thing. If you just want to... Tell me if there's anything you don't want to mention, and we can leave that out. Otherwise, I'll assume you give a decent recap.
I'm literally giving her the entire recap of the party and the lead up to it.
Okay. Are you telling her about the way you got invited and mentioning like all of the stuff in Germany too?
Yes.
Okay, so she's just getting the abridged version of the entire first 28 sessions of this game.
Yes.
Got it.
And we'll recap it for you right now. I'm kidding.
So back in episode 1, these two friends meet on a train. One of them is having a lot of delicious food, and the other one is like, excellent. And then they went on a crazy adventure together. There was this one bit where they were trying to sneak around a lot, and it was funny, because this other one...
She just like goes on and on and on and on and on.
Annis chimes in whenever appropriate.
Yeah.
And then she pauses to breathe. Like right about the point where they would be leaving to go to France. Oh no, actually she pauses like right before she talks about the part where she finds out, like, does the moon stuff.
The moon stuff.
The moon stuff. And then she just kind of keeps going, and then it's just like...
Okay.
And I have a theory about the moon stuff that I have to ask you, and it's really stupid, but I will ask you later. And then she just keeps barreling on.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Like, as a bard, you're fully capable of spitting out all this information, and as a bard, she's capable of consuming all this information. And Johnny is just sort of staring at all of this and gets slightly more slack-jawed as it goes on. It's like, she's not dumb, she's just not used to this much information coming this quickly.
And Annis is only keeping up because she was there for a majority of it.
And then, you know, and then I beat Johnny in this music duel, and now I have her fiddle, and then her Warlock Patron is apparently also a dead apostle, and now she's stalking me, and then just keeps going on and on and on and on.
I'm not stalking you. Just throwing that out there. Okay.
and just keeps going and going and going and going.
Okay.
And then I sent you a text this morning before we left, and then you met us here, and and that's it. That's all.
And then I started recapping you, and it all started on a train. And then it just turns into Pop Team Epic, where we get the exact same thing, but with different voice actors.
No.
I hated that anime so much.
Played by a guy with a very deep voice.
Right, cheerio. That's my...
Right, I'm Annis. I am of the plant mages. Core blimey, I'm Annis.
Oh, blimey.
Hello, me.
Hello, dragons.
I'm Annis. I like trees.
Hello, poppets. I buy pornography.
I have unfortunate feelings about guys with American accents that are half elf.
Sidebar. Alright, and then here's my Annis impression. Hi, I'm Annis. I like plants. And I like dudes who apparently are just like superheroes, I guess. I don't know. I also don't know how to use a phone.
I'm learning.
And technology sucks. Boo technology. Ah.
I think she can hear you, Penelope.
And
I'm
but then-
sitting right next to you.
But also, I'm very cool and very tall. And also, I make really bitch ass potions, and I am a boss ass bitch. And then,
I'm a boss ass bitch.
and I'm a really good friend, and I
You
have a
can-
cool bird.
You can.
Okay, did I
Cool.
turn it back around?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Sure.
Okay, now I'm done. Because if I keep talking, my foot is gonna go so far into my mouth that it's gonna be in my stomach.
Impressive.
You
know?
had a month.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And
I
that's
believe
why-
the last time I heard from you, you were going to take a break after your last show.
Yeah, I know, right? That's, you know.
Wow.
I'm officially going on break now, though, because I'm. Ugh. There's a lot.
And by going on break, you mean you're going to go fight evil or something?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, we have to go back to Germany. Well,
God.
there's the thing in Sherwood, which you are
Yeah,
invited
if I
to.
understood
We
that
have
correctly,
to
do you
go.
have a castle now?
Oh, yeah, we have a castle.
I mean, it's not really
It's our castle now.
castle.
Echo can fight me.
We're just allowed to be there.
I mean, you're true. You're
Wait.
true, apparently. You're right. Oh, my God.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, more of the break is going to be more just a break from music for a while.
Yeah, you can take a break. It's fine. As your manager, I allow it. Just don't die.
I'm doing my best.
At least you got paid to play at the party.
That's true.
I hope, anyway.
Yeah, we did get paid, right, Jameson?
It appears the money was wired over correctly.
Oh, thank God.
For all of his eccentricities, the man seems to know how to pay people.
Good.
He also paid for this room for like 3 more nights, so that was generous.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because we didn't ask for that in the contract.
I got the impression that he doesn't really worry too much about it on account of we saw him driving away in a car with money flying out the windows.
And the dinosaur skull strapped to the roof.
That was different, yes.
What a night.
So yeah, Vivi, that was what my 5 words were trying to convey.
Okay, I have to admit that most of my last month was just picking up gossip and learning a few spells, so you got me beat there.
Yeah.
But I can do some cool things now. That's something.
Ooh, like what?
I can teleport here.
I mean, that is pretty
That's
cool.
a big one.
Yeah.
I learned how to do teleporting. That's good. I can move things with my mind now.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's cool.
It's really helpful when you need something from the top shelf and you don't have tall friends.
Ugh.
Yeah. I imagine it would be.
Yeah, luckily I've had a lot of tall friends around me lately. But that's really cool.
I thought so. Yeah, I've been learning a few things. It's been nice. Right now I'm trying to get the hang of turning people into stuff.
People into stuff.
Yeah.
Like what kind of stuff?
Like sometimes you see a person and you're like, man, that person would be so much better if they were a cow. Well, I'm learning how to do that.
Oh, cool. Let me know how that goes.
I mean, if you ever want to be a cow.
I really don't,
I mean,
but I appreciate the thought.
I could just be a cow.
Yeah, you can. You just know how to do that, though. You don't have people turning you into cows.
That's true.
I
You study weird things at the clock tower.
Yeah. I've learned a couple of things. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I figured this out last night. It kind of came to me in a dream. But, like, I think I know how to send people messages now, but not, like, through text.
Do they just hear it from anywhere?
I guess I think what is supposed to happen is like I can send you the message and you can just hear it wherever you are. And it doesn't matter where you are.
You're going to have so much fun with live television.
Oh my god, I'm going to mess with so many people, but I can only do it like twice a day.
Oh. You're going to have 2 funs with live television a day.
2 funs. Only 2. And then, oh, gosh. Okay, so I found this scroll that's like a comprehend languages scroll.
Okay.
But, like, I don't think I need the scroll anymore. So
Can you just do that now?
I think so. I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, well, you can hang on to it and you can trade it to someone who needs it. Or maybe one of your friends needs to comprehend languages.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or when you go to Clock Tower, you could probably pawn it off on someone who made the mistake of being born in any part of the world that doesn't teach them English and then going to a place where they have a stick up their asses and mostly talking English.
True.
They might appreciate it for at least getting through an exam.
Also true.
But they're mostly
something-
wizards. They might actually just learn the spell doing it.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's still stuff I'm apparently just not getting, so it's fine.
Well, I'm sure your next check-in with the lady will be even more information. If you've really hit the 3rd verse, then you've got a lot of options now.
True.
It's a hard one. I
Yeah.
was stuck on it for years.
Yeah.
But it sounds like you're learning very quickly, so who knows?
Yeah. But also, the last month has been a lot.
I wouldn't recommend trying to keep up that pace.
No, God, no.
So it sounds like you're going to go play superhero and rescue a Chinese restaurant?
I think so. I guess.
It's one way to look at it.
I don't know, want to come with?
I mean, I'm here.
Yeah.
Don't let me get in your way. Like, obviously, if you're saving the day, then I won't stop you, but I'll maybe try not to let you get eaten.
I wanted to check in on somebody that I guess they're an acquaintance. The Goliath woman.
Oh, yeah, Whisperak.
We met her last night at the party.
Yeah.
Wanted to check and see if she's found her friend and see what's going on with all of the harvesters. I'm not sure.
I hate those people.
Yeah, me too.
We beat up several of them in an
Oh,
alley.
yeah.
What? Not last 2 nights ago.
Yeah,
I
like
think
2
I got the
nights-
dramatic rendition of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, you did.
Edis totally did pick up one and just like chuck it at the other one.
I
Oh god,
did.
it was so funny.
I did pick up one motherfucker and beat the other motherfucker. That was a lot of fun.
That sends a message.
It really
It
does.
really does.
Oh my god.
Hopefully the next time we see them, if ever again, they'll have changed their ways and not be hunting down phantasmals.
Watch them, like, I don't know, work at Clock Tower now or something. How funny would that be?
That would be something.
It would
We'd
be
be like, we've changed our ways. Now we work at Clock Tower.
it would be problematic for me, but
Yeah, that would be really problematic.
I don't know.
Ugh.
I understand the appeal of not killing people, but on the same note, they cut people up.
They do.
It's not great.
Nope.
Well,
Nope.
I am happy to chip in if it means there are less of those wandering around, especially after what you said they tried to do to that nice halfling returning a coat. You gotta watch out for that.
It's like what they tried to do to him, which I hope he's okay. I assume he made it back safe. We put him on a taxi or in a taxi. As far as I know, he made it back okay. Oh my god, I can use sending to find out.
Oh, that is true.
Oh, I'm gonna try it. Okay. All right, guys, brace yourselves. This is my first time using sending. Okay, doing this. All right. So she's gonna cast sending to Perrin
Okay.
and be like, "Hey, this is Penelope. Just making sure you made it home okay. Let me know if you're safe.
You're counting for the 25, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. No, I understand it. That's the weird way that works out.
Yeah.
All right, so replying back to you in Halfling, although I think the language is actually irrelevant for sending as long as you speak a shared language, right?
I think so.
I'm gonna.
I think that's how that works.
Wait, hold on. I can use my cards. Ah.
Excellent.
It recognizes you as a sender if it knows you and can answer in a like manner immediately. It doesn't say that it has to know the same language. It just says that they have to have an intelligence score of at least 1 to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that means comprehension. Either way, you both speak Halfling, so it's fine. I just remember that being an issue when it was French before. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so communicating back at you in Halfling, which coincidentally uses the same syntax and words that we use in English, so that number 25, right, which is arbitrary, still makes sense. Thanks, D&D. Oh, hi, Penelope. It's crazy that you can talk to me in my head. Yes, I'm fine. It's nice to hear from you, too. Please visit sometime.
Yay, he's okay!
Oh, good.
But also, hey, it worked!
Oh, good. Yeah.
I did it! I'm working off that spell slot.
Nice. That's what your level 3s are for.
Well, I put sending in the box. I don't know how. There we go. Ha ha! I clicked it.
Good job.
Oh, I'm going to uncheck all of your other spell slots that were used in the previous event. Because I think I said you rested, but I didn't actually push the button that makes you clear everything up. Let me clean this up. Boop. 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 Because you've not used your bardic inspirations, your performances, your eyeballs. You haven't used any of that.
I have not used my eyeballs.
You are super fresh. All right, so Annis has prepped her spells, just making sure I didn't forget anything there. Annis, your sheet's so long.
I know.
It's impressive. Wait, why does it have an entry for Pact Magic? You're not a warlock.
Yeah,
Surprise, you are now.
What? I didn't want a multi-class.
That would not be a good multi-class for you.
No.
You're not a charisma caster. I don't know why that's there. I'll figure it out later. That's strange. I must have put the wrong classification, or maybe dragged the warlock version of a spell that shouldn't have been a warlock or something. I don't know. It's weird. Suffice it to say, you got all your slots. That's what matters. Crazy. Well, that's really impressive. Yeah, that's good ability. You're going to save so much on all the ridiculous fees for sending messages.
Yeah. Goodbye, cell phone. No, I'm joking. I need this.
You don't even have to wait till after 9 to call people.
Yay! Not that I call a lot of people. It's mostly just text.
I'm sure that's where we'll all end up eventually.
Yeah, probably.
2005.
Like, I call you every now and then, but, like, I don't call anybody else, really. Jameson, maybe.
I appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah!
And so around this point, you hear a knocking on the door.
Oh.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
So when you open the door, you absolutely find Derek back in his full, like, ready to go fight mode, minus a scarf, wearing his mask. I am prepared to do justice.
Where's Derek?
Oh, wait, that means Vivi gets to roll. It's going to be really funny if she misses this. With her stats, that would be sad, but it would be funny.
Isn't that like her thing?
Wisdom is not her biggest stat.
Oh, no, not wisdom. Bad. My bad.
That was the weirdest die roll.
Hmm.
Who's at the door?
It's Derek. The dude from the bar.
She squints for a moment. Oh, there he is. I see him now. That was weird.
Yeah.
She rolled a 2.
No, Vivi.
So I guess let's go check in on the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah. I don't even have to ask if Johnny's coming along because I know she's coming along.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Just checking. Yeah, if you... Here you go. And she hands the scarf back to Derek because she can see him just fine. And then he wraps it around his neck. I am now prepared to be a true hero. It is appropriately dramatic. Okay, so I'm going to build you a party sheet because we finally get to use those again. Are you bringing Hemlock or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2 halflings, 2 half-elves, a tiefling, and a Nosoi walk into a bar.
I mean, that's how the story started. Can I add NPCs to the party sheet? I probably can't. All right, we're going to use the combat tracker.
Yeah.
The refreshingly not filled with enemies combat tracker. All right, so Johnny's already there. Oh, that's old Johnny.
Okay.
Nah, get out of here, old Johnny. You got a picture
Get out
now.
of here.
And old Richard. He's not even on the combat tracker, but he'll get there someday. All right, so doot.
Annis targets Annis.
So aggressive. She is targeting Annis.
Ah!
Phoebe, stop being aggressive. Out of curiosity, when I set it to friendly, can you see her sheet?
No. Or,
Okay.
No.
I didn't think you could. I just, like, you see her HP, which is fine, but...
Damn, 48.
Yeah, she's got more hit dice than you.
Get it, Vivi?
She has a con score of 10, so that's all hit dice. Yep, so she's up there. Cool. All right, let's add proper Johnny. With her proper art. It just assumes everyone's antagonistic.
You're an antagonist, and you're an antagonist. Everyone's an antagonist.
I think you can kind of tell how Johnny's rolls on her HP have been.
Oh no, Johnny.
She is a tremendous victim of bad luck when it comes to rolling.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
He's squishy.
Yep.
We have to protect her.
She is squishy and she has no spell slots.
We keep adopting squishy things. Somehow squishier than the 2 of us.
I mean, it's a sliding scale. All right, so I think that's your whole party now.
I think so.
Annis, Penelope, Vivi, Johnny, Derek, and Hemlock.
Yeah.
Go
and
get them.
And a barn village and a pear tree.
Awesome. So yeah, you're going to head down. I'm not going to add him to the list, but yes, the butler is also there. He's been waiting outside patiently with the car.
Wait, well, no, I mentioned that it was only a walk away.
Oh, I know. You're just going to walk right by him. Yeah, it was weird. He said that he was going to get the car ready even though I said we were walking. I think maybe he just needed a break.
Yeah.
He might be going to McDonald's. I don't know. I'm not using the car. He can have fun with it.
Penelope slips the butler like $10.
Look through the window?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Treat yourself.
Yes, go have a break or a rest or something.
Yeah, he's
You
gonna
can
go
have
somewhere.
McDonald's on me.
I promise we will keep Derek safe and mostly out of trouble.
Thank you tremendously. You can see him relax a little bit. He seems to appreciate the fact that Derek finally has some people that will actually keep him alive, because it's not like he could do much about it. All right, so yeah, you can go for a little walk, and now we're gonna roll the does stuff happen while you go for a walk chart.
Oh my God.
Those are fun.
And Derek shows.
No.
You trigger the
Evil
same
Derek.
event again.
Oh no.
No. So while they're walking, Penelope wants to like ask Vivi like if she's been back home recently. By home I mean like the halfling hullabaloo.
Not too recently. I've been mostly sticking around Clock Tower for the last little bit. Although before that, I had a fun little stint pretending to be a sister of the church.
Oh my god!
You'd think that being short would give it away, but you know what? I don't think they were paying that much attention.
They honestly were. They don't. That's the thing. Like I did that at the party, and nobody noticed.
I think as long as you're very samey and then you occasionally like do a cross the thing, they're pretty happy.
Yeah.
Or they figured it out and didn't care, which seems less likely, but it was neat. I got to learn a little bit about it. They were actually the ones that got my interest for going to Clock Tower next, because they seem to be tracking down, like you mentioned, like Holy Grail things. Well, apparently they look for all of them. If you call anything a Holy Grail, someone has to go look at it.
Huh.
So I started messing with them.
Oh no, what did you do?
I started posting Holy Grails on Craigslist in like 12 countries. Apparently they're required to go check.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
About the time they started to figure out, I decided it was time to go to Clock Tower.
Yeah, that's probably the better idea there.
I met some neat people, though.
Who is Craig and what is his list? And...
Oh no! I'll tell you later, Ennis. Don't worry about it. It's like a board. Oh, that was a 2. Wow. Yeah. Like I'll tell you. Think of it as like a message board, like a bulletin board where you can post things.
Okay.
And be like, this is for sale, or like, looking for this, or like, hey, pretty lady, I want a hot date. Oh. Don't go on Craigslist date.
Noted.
Don't do it.
Noted.
A lot of them are actually like harvesters in disguise. It's not fun.
Why does this Craig put up with that kind
no,
of
it's
thing?
not. There's not a Craig.
Oh.
Or there might be a Craig. I don't know. I don't internet very much. It's healthier for my mental health that way.
Why is it called?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I understand why it's Electronic Bay.
No. Oh no, it's not electronic. Oh no. We're not gonna discuss eBay. We're not gonna do that. No.
Can you find Holy Grails on eBay?
I mean, probably.
Oh, that would mess with them real good. I'm gonna remember that.
Oh my god. Yo, okay, we've got to list some fake Holy Grails on eBay. Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
I know someone that buys supposedly haunted dolls off of eBay.
Oh no, it's canon. Anna's knows Justin McElroy.
I mean, that's not what I was implying.
What were you implying?
No, I just know someone that buys haunted dolls.
Well, now I've just ruined it, and now she knows Justin McElroy.
Yeah, sure.
It's a thing.
I mean, haunted dolls have a long and storied history in Type Moon as well, just to be fair.
And the McElroys are druids. It's canon now.
I'm not stopping you. The druids are Annis's people. She can claim who she wants.
We go to Sherwood and Griffin McElroy's just there. No. Anyway. You know, if we mention their names enough, they're gonna just show up. They're like
Beetlejuice rules?
Yeah, it's Beetlejuice rules.
Beetlejuice.
No, don't you fucking dare.
You said it, I said it.
Okay, nobody else say it. We're moving on.
That man got to be Batman. Anyway. But yeah, so you get there with no issues.
Yay.
Let's see here. So yeah, you have an actually rather peaceful walk. Like, the sun's going down as you walk this way a little bit. Like, it felt like the sunset was a little bit later the day before, but who knows? It's not quite the same. Like, it's not going to be dark yet. It's still got a little bit of light outside. But Annis knows the way there because she's done the walk before. And since, unlike last time, where Annis managed to get in and out without any incident, thus not necessitating it, this time around I will actually give you a map. Maps are fun. Let's see here. All right, so first it's probably going to be blank because I have to add your tokens to it. Yeah. Let's start dragging tokens.
I like the label on this map.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I feel like we have a menu from this place on the fridge.
You probably do.
As we approach, I'll explain. Came here to find a bag of holding. I did find a bag of holding. I got some pretty good General Tso's chicken. But also, it was the front and they were selling phantasmal pots.
Ew.
On the, black market. So that's why I was so willing to send our friend Richard and the clock tower people here.
Ugh. It's so gross.
Is there anyone guarding the entrance or anything?
Let me just make sure that the map works for everybody because I have to add Hidden Merlin. There we go. Now you can see some. I assume the two of you can see as well.
Mm-hmm.
Complete with apparently Hidden Merlin showing up on this screen because he's Merlin, but I don't think you can see him.
I can see him.
Oh, you can? That's funny too.
Yeah.
Merlin, get more hidden.
He's like skulking around.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah, he's right there in the corner.
Yeah. He has to exist on the map somewhere, and this one's not as big as the other one, so I can't just hide him in the void.
Oh. Man, what's it like to not have a huge map anymore?
It's great! Did you notice Fantasy Grounds loading any faster? I hope so, because I also went through and I unshared like 50 pictures. Like all those kimono, all those NPCs, all of that stuff, those were shared pictures. Like you didn't have to download them again this time. But yeah, ignore Skulking Merlin. He's not really there. Skulking Merlin can't hurt you. He's not real.
There's a man with white hair skulking around. We should go beat him up.
You know, I'm also feeling that like, it's who I think it is. The Lady of the Lake would really appreciate it if we beat the shit out of him.
It's true.
Anyway,
yeah. So when you walk up, you find on the other side, like, so you see the Chinese place as you mostly remember it. There's some little bits of caution tape up, signifying that it is definitively closed. You don't see the big black vehicles parked outside or anything like you would have expected based on what Richard and co. drove away in. But you do see, by virtue of the big glass windows, a few people inside who apparently are marked as hidden until you see them. Good for them. And where'd he go? Get your butt out here.
This place creeps me out. I don't.
There you go.
I mean, it was daylight the last time I was here.
If
Yeah.
you want to do the honors and open the door,
Sure.
I don't want to touch it.
Annis will reach out and open the door.
Does it let you? Excellent. Good.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure because like it's not locked. It's just there. In fact, all of the doors in here seem to have been left open, and you can see just from looking out at the front. Oh, that thing. Hold on.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't seem to be able to move.
Like that's always going to be a thing that I forget the first time we get to a map. Maybe now you can move?
Yep.
Yep. Cool. So yeah, stepping inside, you can see Richard with his new token art. Look at him all, not a face claim.
Oh, look at him. He's got a little clock tower in the background.
He
That's so
does.
cute. Good for him.
And if you had Hither Sack's coat in her disguise, she also has a clock tower in the background.
Interesting.
I started giving them backgrounds if they're from Clock Tower.
That's cute.
I'm going to probably start doing that to all of them that have solid color backgrounds because it's fun. But yeah, so like you see the two of them are sort of standing over near the register, like stepping inside. I didn't add a lighting effect because it's kind of obvious looking at it that this place is not the highest end of Chinese restaurants. Stepping in, you've got one of those kind of halfway up barriers to sort of channel people to the left so that they can walk down and around the eating area and up to the display case that has a lot of food and drinks in it, and then behind it you have those very generic Chinese restaurant things in the background, complete with black and red text. It's in French and English, but you can see a lot of the staples of Chinese food places. They've got some paper menus sitting out as well, as Annis recalls. When she picked up a paper menu, it seemed to change what was on it once it determined that she was capable of getting the special options. So there's some of those sitting around as well. There's a bunch of trays sitting out. Like, it was very clear that this place got raided while people were in here and that they were shuffled away and that no effort was made to clean up afterwards. The green things in the bottom right corner are trash receptacles. Like, I use the pictures that we get for when you have like the big outdoor ones, but they're really just like a normal like fast food place that has toss the trash in there and then the upper areas where you leave the trays. So Chinese restaurant. Yeah, the floor itself is slightly sticky.
Yeah.
Not like suspiciously so, just like, yeah, you're in a cheaper end Chinese restaurant. The lighting above you is very fluorescent. There's a slight hum to it. Some of it occasionally flickers. The place is not looking great, but yeah, you see Whisper Hex and Richard sort of having a discussion over there, and like when you open the door, like it does hit the little jingly bell. So they both look up and they see Annis walking in, as well as your giant group of people outside. Oh, hey, you came. Good. We could definitely use your help.
Yes. We just wanted to check in and see how things are going.
Well, it would appear that once the clock tower people got the thing that they wanted, they left. Yeah, that's not our best moment. I'm still here, but unfortunately all of my reinforcements left once we showed up with the family crest, and they decided that mission accomplished and they went home. So it's just us, and we've been rummaging around trying to find any evidence for where things might be going. The clock tower troops made a mess of the back room, but they didn't seem to find much of use. So I've got a feeling there's got to be something here that says where people go when they disappear, or where the things they have here come from, but I've not been the most successful yet.
Well, we can certainly help you look around.
Yeah, like we've got the doors unlocked at least, so if you want to check in the back or the front, like by all means. we've been looking around for the last few hours. Like, I kind of expected to get here and find the place properly inspected, but I guess I overestimated their commitment to relations and general decency. I can kind of see why you hate these people. Not including himself in that group.
What?
Are we gonna go in?
Penelope's just gonna like plaster her face to the glass, like stare at Annis, like, is it okay to come in?
And it just makes a come in motion.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go in. Alright, let's go.
Whoop.
Whee! I did a thing.
I have a real dumb question I'm about to just take delight in asking. Are these real plants on the map here?
The ones in here?
Yeah.
No.
Fake plants.
Fake plants.
Oh my gosh, this place is...
Were you hoping to interrogate them?
Yeah. Since I have speak with plants.
Which is
now.
fair. Admittedly, if I'd thought about it in advance, I would have left them there for that. But
Nah.
no, they're fake plants. I tried to go for the authentic, tacky Chinese restaurant experience.
Yeah, you've succeeded.
Oh, I do not like the vibe that I am getting from this place.
So Johnny has walked over to the display stuff. These are really big portions for France.
Johnny, don't eat that.
I think they're display. I don't think you're supposed to eat those. I wasn't going to eat them. I'm just noting they're big. Right.
Well, it is American Chinese in France.
I suppose it's time for heroic investigations. Flip.
Sure. Oh boy. Well, before he jumps over that,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
cast guidance.
You're going to cast guidance on him?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, thank you. I can
yeah.
see the code.
It's roll a d4, add the number rolled to one ability check of choice.
Yup. Oh, it's really gross back here. All right.
How gross? Is it just there's food everywhere, or
They made a mess. There's not like bodies or anything, but they made a mess. Like you can come back here. You might find more back here. Like I think they left everything exactly where it was, which means this food over here has been simmering for like a day.
Oh.
Oh, that's bad. That's what that smell is. Okay.
It's true.
Anna's gonna try and jump over the bar too.
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I think I have a better chance with athletic.
Okay, so you start to climb up over it, and unfortunately you step on one of the cans, which slides out from under you. And so you end up sort of tumbling back to where you were, and the can pops over, cracks on the edge, and starts spraying Richard.
Oh no!
It's fine.
Oh
It's that
no.
kind of day.
Are there any like napkins or anything?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of napkins.
Annis will grab some napkins and try and like at least pat him down.
No, it's fine. I'll be okay.
Don't you have that cleansing stone?
Yes. She takes out the cleansing stone and bloops him with it.
Oh, good. Yeah, no harm done, really. But if it's all the same to you, I'm going to take the door.
Yeah.
And he's going to go back as well.
I want to try jumping over.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatic.
Okay. Okay. So, Penelope decides that the real trick to getting over this thing isn't to climb over it directly, but to get up momentum. So She, in fact, goes slightly to the side of where she was going to cross over. And she runs towards this little wall thing. This, like, for human-sized people, this thing goes up to, like, roughly shoulder height. But for her, it goes up enough that she can kind of run up it a little bit and then do a reverse kick over and sort of matrix jump her way through.
She just parkoured her way over the freaking Chinese food counter.
She did. Wow, that's a lot.
Ah,
Respect. I'm going to go use
Yay.
the door.
that's valid.
Right, well, first thing that
Oh no.
Annis is going to do is cast Detect Magic.
Do.
Hemlock
my
found detect
so
food.
gross back here. Ooh.
Oh, there's a lot going on back here.
Ew.
Detect that magic. Okay.
Oh my god.
So Annis is detecting magic. Let me just check the radius. I think it's a lot.
30 feet.
30 feet. It's 30 feet from you, right?
Oh, I guess I would get towards the center.
Okay. I mean, it lasts for a sec, doesn't it?
For the duration, which is up to 10 minutes.
Yeah. So you can pretty easily walk around and investigate with that as well. Okay, so yeah, you're casting Detect Magic, and you're walking around. You're, aside from the present party, which is carrying a fair bit of magic, like excluding them,
Everybody blows.
excluding them and Hemlock and all that stuff, you can find a little bit of a magical signature coming from northeast of where you are now. Most of the rest of the stuff back here is pretty mundane, normal Chinese food. But
Over here.
those shackles on the floor seem to have some magical resonance on them. Like they were enchanted, at least temporarily, and used for some purpose.
And that's it? That's all the magic I'm getting?
From back here, yeah, that's the only magic that you're picking up. Like something was used to reinforce them, but it wasn't an inherent property of the item.
Gotcha. Well, seems these shackles were magically reinforced.
Shackles back here?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh.
That doesn't bode well.
I guess. I roll investigation in the area around the shackle.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
I'm looking to see if I can figure out who or what was the shackles were being used on.
Okay. All right, yeah. So these shackles in particular, the spots for wrists are larger than what would actually work on most, medium-sized creatures, to use the D&D term. These seem to be for someone bigger.
Mhm.
Like if you were to wear them now, you could pull your hand out. Like it'd be a little tight around your thumb, but you could do it. But for these to really work, they'd have to be for someone larger, in the neighborhood of like either a small large creature or a large medium creature. So somewhere between a Goliath and like a troll or a giant. Well, not a giant because they're huge, obviously, but like a larger creature. But these could work on a Goliath, and that sort of checks out with what you're here for. You can see on them a little bit of, since you investigated it so well, there are bits of dead skin and bits of blood, as if someone had maybe tried to rub against them for a while. Oh, wow. Why are you guys 30 feet up? What the hell, game?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
No, I'm fixing that.
I was about to say, Hemlock.
Hemlock is
Maybe.
5 feet up because he's on the table. But, yeah. I think you guys were high up because I'd set that back in the mansion, and here are your tokens. But, yeah.
Well, not to bring the mood down, have reason to suspect that these shackles were used on a Goliath, and that Goliath was trying to get free of them for a long time.
Oh no.
She's gonna walk over and she's gonna start checking this out herself. This doesn't bode well. But it means they took him alive. You don't really have to do this for anyone that you don't plan on keeping.
That's true.
Where would he go? Like, how do you sneak a Goliath around? I mean, the doors are big, but this all goes to streets. Like, we walked around and we didn't find other entrances beyond this back one and the front one.
Oh, maybe there's a secret entrance. Or like, I don't know, maybe they could do the things that Vivi can do. Maybe they turned him into like a mouse or something. Teleported.
That would be problematic because that would make them very powerful. My understanding is that the harvesters don't really have as much power as they have paranoia.
That's true.
That checks out from the ones we've met so far.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some sort of... Do we know if there's a basement to this building? Or does it connect to the sewer system?
We didn't see one, but by all means look around, I guess. If anything, I thought it was kind of weird that this place doesn't seem to even have bathrooms.
Can I investigate to see if I can find anything that might indicate like a secret passage or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Derek is also going to walk around and try to do that because it's what Derek lives for.
And he has guidance.
He has guidance.
Okay. How do I add guidance on here?
You touch one willing creature once before the spell ends, and the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled. I think I have to cast guidance on you.
Combat tracker!
I don't know if it remembers guidance or not. I mean, if it comes down to it, we can just roll the d4 and add it, but...
Yeah.
I don't remember if it can remember that.
Alright, I got...
Hey!
Okay.
It worked!
Okay, let's see.
Okay, since it's concentration, I'm going to roll Derek's first.
Oh.
Just so that you get both. I'm not penalizing you. I'm just going to do that so that you get both.
It is concentration.
He's probably not going to find it. He's not a very good investigator. He just likes to think he is. He is not an intelligence character. I know you're shocked and surprised.
Oh, never mind. Detect magic is also concentration, so it would have dropped on him.
Well, that's even funnier then. So then he's just going to roll it naturally, but think he has guidance.
Oh, no. So it would drop the detect magic to cast guidance on Penelope.
Which is fine.
Yeah, and then it didn't do an automatic thing. So I just rolled
Just
the D4.
add them so it's like 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's trying.
Anis will also investigate.
Oh, poor Derek and your 4.
Oh, no.
Poor Anis and her 4.
Oh, halfling luck. Do I reroll?
Reroll that shit.
That's fair.
Better.
I mean, doing better. Okay, so with your... for most of the people investigating, this room is gross. Like, you only want to get so close to it, so that's probably getting in the way a little bit. Derek seems convinced for a second that he's going to find something under this dishwater. He does not.
Oh, no.
But he tried. This is not worth it. But now we know. Now we know you don't hold your breath and dive under into a secret underwater palace.
No. No, you don't.
Look, he had a 4, okay?
cleansing stone.
Oh, thank you. Ugh. Okay, and so you got your 13 on your investigation for hidden rooms? Or things that contribute to them?
Or just, if there's a basement or sewer system or trap door.
Yeah. Actually, so Penelope, you had a 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. So you do not make the mistake of Derek and stick your face in water just to make sure there's nothing under it. You mostly just walked around like a reasonable person and was looking under things.
Yeah.
Annis, with your 13, you notice that there are actually some scrape marks in between all the rest of this gross floor that show where that pushcart trolley thing in the corner next to Derek has been. They mostly go between the main exit and like the 2 pallets sitting on the floor. But you see some of those marks over near where Whisper Hex is right now. Where the Goliath woman is. You see it near where the presumably chained up Goliath was.
So there are scrape marks from that.
Yeah, so there's scrape marks where you're at, going over closer to the cold case to your right. And now that you're looking for it, you can see that while there are 2 big, cold freezer cases, the one on the left has indentions directly next to where Whisper X is right now. Like 2 indentions parallel.
Like
down on the floor area.
There might be something under this freezer.
She's gonna try to slide it, but it seems to be very firmly stuck in position.
Maybe
doesn't seem to move. I will fight it.
No, don't fight it.
Okay, I will not fight it, but I will watch. Oh, this is gross. This is gross. This is gross. Okay, I'm over here now.
Yeah, no, everything in here is gross. I'm gonna use my wand of magic detection. Point it at the freezer case. Would that work? Yeah. Boom.
Okay, so you pretty much get the same thing that Annis got, which is sensing that the chains have some magic residue, but you don't get anything special out of the case.
Is it okay? What is it, like a standing freezer that you open, or is it like a chest freezer?
It's like a chest freezer. Like you're getting the above you now. But it's a big heavy freezer just sitting there that people would presumably lean over and reach into to grab stuff. There's a bunch of like vegetables and other frozen things that presumably the restaurant uses sitting in this one and the one next to it.
Annis is just gonna pop it open and start pulling stuff out.
Okay, so the first thing that you notice when you pop it open and start trying to pull stuff out is that the things in it don't come out. They seem to be stuck in position and are not cold. Like the glass is frosted over like it's cold, but like this is fake.
Well, that settles it. Yeah, if there's something under this freezer.
I wonder if, like, can we lift the freezer itself? Or is there, like, a false bottom in it, maybe?
That's what I was thinking. Annis will try a little harder to get things to come out of the freezer. Would this perhaps be a strength roll?
I mean, athletics roll, yeah. Okay, so you grab a bag of miscellaneous vegetables from near the top of it, and you pull, and you pull, and you manage to put enough force behind it that that bag and all of the bags it's connected to and the sort of false inside of the freezer all comes up in one giant chunk and it just goes pops right out. And looking under it, you can see that the inside of this case is completely fake. There's just like some fake light bulbs down there to give the illusion that there's more. Like it's an optical illusion. But the actual case itself doesn't move. It's just everything inside of it was completely fake. And if anything, the fact that it's not even cold signifies to you that the big freezer elements across the bottom of it are probably also fake.
Or see if you can lift the freezer itself.
Sure, why not? Try to give me a hand. I'll
Yeah,
say to the...
you're a boss-ass bitch.
and
Both
I'll-
of you.
Yeah, I was
Using inspiration.
talking over Hennis to the Goliath. Not over Hennis, over
Yeah.
Penelope.
Now you got a D6.
Cool.
Isn't your bardic inspiration bigger now?
Oh yeah, you're right. It
I
just
might need to
says-
program in the new one.
Is it a D8 now?
It's a D8 now. Yeah. I'll update
Alright.
that later, but roll a D8 and add it to your check.
I just fixed it. It's fine.
Even better.
I think I fixed it. I don't know.
We'll find out in the future.
Yeah. But yeah, you got a D8 for whatever. you need
She'll
it
turn
for.
and also call to Derek. Try to give us a hand.
I was born for this. Squeezes awkwardly in between the two of you. So Derek reaches down and he finds those two little grooves that you found before and tries to stick a hand in each one and get more leverage on it. Because it's really hard to grip. Like, it's kind of a solid piece. But the three of you are going to try to go all at once.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to roll some athletics checks and see what happens.
I can add a D8 if I... Okay, I'm gonna add the D8.
Derek is a boss ass bitch too, I guess.
That's an 11.
All right. Oh, no, this is a wrong character sheet. Why is that in here?
Very vivid, inspiring speech. I guess you're
I
cool.
guess you're cool or something. Get out there and
Yeah,
play
do
the
the
sports.
thing.
Get out there in sports.
Get out there and sport.
Play with ball. Wait.
Podcast play with balls.
What?
No.
Is there a context for that I don't know?
I don't even know what it is.
As far as I'm aware,
It's
no.
a sports joke.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just really funny that how that came together. All right, let's add the real one. Like, apparently my token for her from the party was so old that she doesn't have stats.
Wow.
Oh no.
It's fine. Like, I have the real one. I just didn't update the encounter. So now she can actually be in your party as your friend.
Okay. Party time.
Let's give her ally points. Look at that. She's here now.
Yay. God, her name is so long.
It's true. Because Goliaths get 3 names. And she hyphenated.
She did hyphenate. Goodness.
All right, so she is gonna do a strength check.
Kolvig, Whisperheck, Violet Rock.
Graga.
Oh.
It's a mouthful.
It is. Everyone in her group has Violet Graga at the end of their name. Because that's the clan name.
I like how Johnny is Johnny Madcap.
Yeah,
I think it's precious.
I thought it was cute. On account of she used her hat to hide her horns.
Does she have a hat now? No, that's right. I
No, you give her a flower crown. Technically, you own multiple hats that you could have given her if you felt the need.
That's
Penelope
true.
has 2 hats that are in inventory as it is.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
cowboy hat.
Would it fit her though?
You could give her Mimi's hat.
Would it fit her?
I mean, to the extent that it has to sit on top of horns, like, it doesn't have to be pulled snugly around her head.
Did you bring that with you to France?
I don't know if you did or not.
It might actually be in the hotel. Hold on. It's at the hotel.
You're also fully capable of just going and buying a hat if you really want to.
Yeah.
All right, what is her deal? Because she has special things for strength, I think.
Uh-huh.
Annis's last name is Greenleaf?
Greenleaf. Yep.
Greenleaf. Full disclosure, I don't even know what the fuck Penelope's last name is anymore.
Huh. Alright, so let's check it out. Oh, everybody's rolling so badly. Alright, Derek, do better. I know. I mean, this is one of his better stats, maybe. I don't. Probably not. He's a Dex monk. Okay. Oh my God! Someone break a 10. Okay, so you're all trying really, really hard to move this stupid thing, and it's not budging at all. Derek actually manages to slip on the gross floor, but when he does, you can hear like him stumbling into the thing, and you hear a clink sound, like something inside of it rattled. That was not my best moment.
I want to try. It's athletics, right?
Go for it. Derek's gonna get up and ease his pride. Vivi's just watching all of this play out with entertainment on her face.
Can I roll again, or am I keeping the same roll as before?
If you're doing it again, you can go again, yeah. There's nothing stopping you from trying twice.
Even worse.
That's funny.
No.
So, Penelope, in the course of trying to drag this entire thing around, she can't get it to budge. But she does notice when lifting it that near the bottom, like where those two gaps were that Derek was pulling on, there seems to be something mechanically keeping it in place there. Like it's actually fastened to the ground. Like the case itself is not the problem. It's that there's a plate on the bottom of this case that is welded to the ground.
Oh. Well, okay. I don't think we're gonna get this thing lifted because it's literally welded to the ground.
Well, maybe we need to use this
that guy.
pallet thing.
Yeah, like the pallet jack.
Pallet.
Okay, so you're gonna wheel that over there?
Gonna push the boxes off of it and wheel it over.
Okay, but like you're not gonna take the pallet with it. You're just getting the jack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you successfully managed to navigate that. It's kind of funny watching Annis do this because everyone's just standing around and watching because like you can't really get too close, so it's like a one-person job, and you've got like 7 spectators, including a bird. But yeah, so you slide it over there. Are you gonna like pop it in the spot, like the 2 holes?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you do that, you hear a click.
Gonna pull back.
Okay, when you pull back, you hear a click again. Like something was clicking out of place and then back into place.
I think you have to push the thingy, the bar.
Oh, all right.
Like,
I'll push it back in, and then I'll start pushing the bar thing.
Okay, so yeah, you slide it back in, you push the pump a little bit, and you hear that click again when you push it in. And then once you've got it like an inch off the ground, because it does move up, it becomes a bit more clear to you that the mechanism on it gets disengaged once the back of it is depressed by this jack. And now you can just move the whole thing.
And I will.
So you do. You get it out of the way. I'm not going to bother redoing the map on it. But yeah, there is absolutely under this thing some stairs that go down.
holy shit.
I knew it.
You have overcome the freezer. That wasn't even cold. But you've uncovered their secret base.
Is it dark down there?
It's pretty dark from what you can see here. Like, you've got some light in this room, but like contrary to the map, like the lighting in here isn't great either. It's still like some faded fluorescent lighting, kind of a hum. But yeah, like you can see down a little bit, and then it's kind of dark.
I'm going to step up to it. You said there's like stairs, right?
Yeah, there are stairs that go down.
All right, I'm gonna like take a couple of steps down, or at least to the point where I can't see quite as well.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna cast Dancing Light.
Okay. What is the radius on dancing lights?
120 feet.
Cool. So when you do that, you can now see very well down there. And what you find is that underneath this building, it's apparently an entrance to an old subway tunnel. And you can see like tracks running down under there, and there are actually a bunch of crates and boxes just to the side of the tracks. And without even having to investigate them, you can piece together that apparently as you kind of suspected, the Chinese restaurant is a front, but they're using these tunnels to get things in and out for real. And presumably, like, from where you're at here, there are paths in two directions, but the path to the left direction from where you're standing looks largely unused. Like, you don't even have to investigate it. It's very clear. Like, the tracks that are in that direction are largely covered in rock and stuff. It's been pretty ignored. Whereas the ones to the right have been cleared off. And the light that you have down there is reflecting off the metal for them. And you can see a push cart on this end that presumably would have been used similar to a dolly or something to move all of these boxes that they have here. Like, maybe they were gonna either they just received a shipment of things that they were keeping down here to keep secret, and they would just come back here when they needed to get things, like, say, when Annis asked for a bag of holding. Or they would have things that they needed to send somewhere else, in which case they were waiting for the next pickup. But you have found an underground tunnel.
Annis went after Penelope.
Thanks to dancing lights, you can both see in color.
Annis is gonna go investigate the box, even though she feels like that's a bad idea.
Sure.
Guys, we found boxes.
Oh, good.
And a tunnel.
Oh, good.
And some tracks.
Is there a train?
God, I hope not. Otherwise, we're screwed.
Well, sounds like an adventure. And as Derek is approaching to, like, hype himself up for running into darkness, Vivi just cuts by him.
He's like,
right, I guess we're gonna have to go check some of this out. And Johnny likewise. So, like, Derek is sitting here, like, hyping himself up for going into, like, the boss dungeon or whatever, and everyone's just casually walking by him, even Richard. Hemlock is just sort of floating around and, like, looking down from the freezer next to it. But yeah, so, like, looking in the boxes, these are not freezer boxes, so they don't have parts in them, which is the good news. No, they've got a variety of really minor trinkets in them. Nothing that stands out to you as being especially noteworthy, but it's a lot of stuff like if you remember back when you went into the magic shop, 2 days ago, where you met Catherine, there's a bunch of, like, kitschy stuff at the front, and then, like, the real stuff was behind the rope. This is mostly the kitschy stuff. And then when you think back to that menu that you looked over with all those items, there were a bunch of things on there that you're like, this is some superstitious bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But you did find some relevant things mixed in with them. And you're getting the vibe that maybe the secret magical item trade has a lot of BS in it mixed in with the good stuff, and that this is the BS that they keep on standby to give to people who don't know better. But you don't find like living creatures or parts of them or any of that in here. You don't find blood or any evidence of that. It's really just the goofy stuff. Also, you actually find some like fortune cookies. You know, like those weird fortune cookies you found before. Apparently those came from here.
Right.
Oh no.
Well, the good news is there's nothing gross in here.
That's good.
There's not really bad news. I mean, we didn't find anything
Yeah.
other than a whole bunch of weird stuff.
Yeah,
It sounds like maybe what's going on down here is going to be further down the tunnel.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Shall we?
Can we all fit on that not push cart?
You would not be able to fit this many people on it.
Hmm.
There's a lot of
Well,
you.
Who's up for a little stroll down a creepy tunnel?
I mean, might as well.
How long does dancing lights last?
Last a minute. Yes.
Is it a
it's a
cantrip?
cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
I've got produce flame going too,
Yeah,
Thank you.
you've got light sources.
and also our cell phone.
There's a C on it? I don't know what that
Concentration.
Oh,
Yeah.
fart.
Concentration spells are fun like that.
Yeah.
I like that there's so many different ways to create light, and they found ways to make them mechanically different.
Mhm.
But yeah, so you were underground. I'm not going to throw you on a map because it's literally a tunnel. But what I will do is I'm going to pretend that the map that we're on up here is that tunnel, and we're going to just have an order that you're walking in.
Cool.
So you can assume that it's about 2 wide. It's not huge. Like 2 or 3. Let's say it's there's a track in the middle, and the track itself is about 3 squares wide, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
And that's kind of your tunnel. Like, it's not like there's room for like 2 trains at once or anything. You're kind of like in a weird offshoot of what was presumably a larger track. So
Gotcha.
Did everyone make it down?
I'm assuming everyone's going. None of the NPCs said otherwise, and the 2 of you are you like Hemlock is keeping an eye on you, but Hemlock has decided to sit on top of Derek to establish dominance. Derek is trying to look all dramatic, and now there's a black bird sitting on him, and he's like, "This will do." Also, I really appreciate how you managed to amass such a party of people that can't see in the dark.
Oh, that's true. Annis can, but she's got produce flame anyway.
Annis can see in the dark, and Johnny can see in the dark. I don't think anyone else can see in the dark.
Can't Derek see in the dark since he's a half elf?
He should be.
Oh,
able
no,
to.
you're right. He can too. Yeah, sorry. He can also see in the dark.
So you really only have 3 people who can't see in the dark.
It's true.
But yeah.
You've got
So
your
the-
human, and you've got your 2 halflings.
It's a cantrip, so you can keep casting it. But
Yeah.
yeah, like whenever the dancing lights go out, the produce flame goes up. We alternate.
Yeah.
And then I can also like move the lights as we're walking. So we have a range of 120 feet, but like I can move them, or I can move the. It says I can move the lights up to 60 feet, and each light must be within 20 feet of the same, or of the lights of the other lights. So, but I can just like kind of move them.
Yeah,
as we're
you can
walking.
float them around. Like, if you're curious, the thing that Catherine was doing with her Roombas was a very fancy dancing lights.
Sweet.
Because most of her stuff is just sorcerer spells, but reskinned.
Oh, cat.
Yep. So, okay, yeah, you're downstairs. I assume that this is roughly the way the party is walking. Feel free to reorder yourselves as needed. I don't know who wants to take point.
Do you want
Annis can take one.
Penelope will be like slightly behind it.
All right, in that case, Derek will be like, I am brave. Johnny will be next to Penelope, as is her way.
Oh, gee.
Annis will just take Derek's hand.
Noted.
No,
Vivi is
like,
also walking near the front, but Vivi is mostly just sort of taking this casually. Like, she's not stressing at all about it.
Huh?
Underground tunnels are interesting. I wonder which one this was. Do you think this is like an official thing? Maybe it's a leftover? Ooh, it might be from the war.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, actually meta shit. Hold on. How old is Vivi?
How old is Vivi? Have you ever asked her?
No.
Well, then you don't know.
Shit. No time like the present, I guess. Hey, Vivi.
Yes?
Okay, goofy question.
I like goofy questions.
How old are you?
Oh, aren't we personal?
You know, I've heard that a lot lately, but I've also asked this question a lot lately.
Do you usually get answers?
Surprisingly, yes.
Oh, well, fair enough then. Well, if you really want to know, I don't mind. I will be turning 44 in a week and a half.
Cool. Legitimately, that's what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You said 4, and I'm like, it's either going to be in the 40s or she's going to be like 400 something.
Right. Halflings don't live that long. She's not that much older than Penelope.
That tracks.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway. I knew you were older than me. I just never actually bothered to ask.
Oh, well, there's a whole fun story about that we have time. We're walking.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was born on April 12th, 1961.
That's fun.
Well, it was fun because it was a historical day for everyone because I was born, but also because that was when Russia sent a guy into space.
Ah.
And there was a little bit where they lost communication with him and thought he was dead. That's when I was born. I didn't do it, but I think it's funny.
Say, what did you do, Vivi?
I was born.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
I like to think that the whole world paid attention to me instead of him for just a minute.
You know? Valid.
It's really no wonder I ended up taking the bard path. I was destined for it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Continuing to walk in the dark. So as you're walking through, looking at some numbers.
Whee.
So many characters.
Annis is definitely keeping her eye out for danger. Or animals, plants.
Nouns of all sorts.
Shiny rocks.
Animals, vegetables, minerals.
So you can speak with animals and speak with plants. I wonder if you can speak with, like, rocks. I wonder if there's a spell for that.
If there is, it's probably a dwarf thing.
Hmm.
Because they get stone sense.
That tracks.
So that's probably a dwarf thing if it exists. Technically, I would like to think that earth elementals can talk to rocks, but I don't know if that's what they can do. It just seems like it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you're walking forward, Vivi reaches out in front of Annis, and from her like 3.5 feet of stature, she just throws her hand right in front of Annis's knee and like grabs so that Annis stops moving. Annis, give me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Because you were warned.
Dex.
Okay, so she, like I said, she reaches out and she sort of grabs your knee, and just as she does that, the area immediately in front of you in this underground tunnel, like at the tracks, a spark pops up. Like, apparently there are some live cables just here, not all along the tracks. You can actually see insulation on both sides of it. That looks like a trap.
Ooh.
Guess they didn't want anybody wandering through and taking their stuff.
Oh yeah, and I guess we haven't been casting tech magic thing. But are these really even magic? No,
I
those
don't
are
think
cables.
so. I think they're just doing normal human things. It's kind of dangerous in its own way.
Yeah.
Because, like, they didn't really use magecraft to hide their door, and they don't seem to be using it to move things around down here. Guess we've got good old-fashioned death traps.
What?
Good old fashioned.
Oh.
Well, let's all be careful.
Anybody have anything that could help us get around this?
Crickets. I'm not really sure how to deal with that kind of problem. I usually just rely on jumping out of the way, but that's not a very safe way to do it. Vivi's kind of just staring around in the glowing light of the area. I wonder if we could maybe find out where we are.
Okay, sorry, we got disconnected.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
The
last thing that I heard was asking if anyone could do anything about this.
Yeah.
I asked if the cables are completely blocking our path.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't hear that part. They're not. No. What you essentially found was looking a little more closely at it now that you're aware of it. The cables were a section of the track that were separated off from the rest of the track, and literally have batteries connected to them, such that they're just sort of sitting here as an incomplete circuit, but if someone steps on both of the rails at once, it becomes live. And so it's a rudimentary trap, but it would hurt like hell.
But since we've seen it, we can navigate around it.
Yes, like you're not going to have to do anything special to get around this one, just now that you're aware it's there. It was mostly far enough along in the tunnel in the dark that someone not paying attention could have very easily stepped on it and hurt themselves. Like, you can sort of see that if they were to unattach the jumper cables on it, so to speak, they could even roughly position the rails enough to push a cart over it. So it's a very improvised thing. It's easy to disable. You don't even have to roll a check for it now that you know it's there.
So we'll be careful from now on.
Yeah. I guess we should probably... I guess meta. Probably be doing like perception rolls or something.
Check for traps, yeah.
Yeah, so the way that checking for traps works in general is you kind of specify the stuff you're looking for. And rather than just being, you see a trap, it doesn't affect you. It's usually more a case of you keep an eye out for it, and if something that meets those criteria comes up, then you get rolls to try to offset what it would do to you. Like in the case of this one, Vivi has a high passive perception and just saw it while making a check. And so she had time to warn you, but not prevent you from stepping on it if you did it. You just got advantage on the save. Because like a lot of the ways that people run traps in D&D are kind of problematic because they're just like, I roll perception every 5 feet, and then the game doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So instead, we're doing the version where you kind of clarify the sorts of things you're looking out for. And then in the event that the stuff you're looking out for comes up, then you'll have the ability to try to roll to mitigate it. And your passive perception will be the thing that determines the stuff you're not looking for.
Cool.
It just saves a lot of rolling. And it lets you
Yeah.
use other skills than perception. Otherwise, you rely entirely on perception, and not everyone has that. So
Oop.
let's not punish the low wisdom characters too much.
Annis will, I guess, keep a lookout for stuff in the tunnel that does not look like it belongs in the tunnel.
Okay.
That's not normally part of the architecture.
Like deviations from the parts you've seen so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What kind of stuff is Penelope looking for?
I guess she's gonna keep an eye out for more traps like that one.
Okay. Things that are just trying to blend in with the area where you're walking?
Yeah.
Okay. Shouldn't be a problem. And then, yeah, the others are all sort of trying their own thing. Gulveg, Whisperhex, Valagraga, blah, 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 blah. She's pulled out her phone.
Wispy, oh my god.
Yeah. She's pulled out her phone, and she's like, oh, the signal is shit. Not too surprising. However... And you see her, like, walking back and forth, like, trying to find a signal in this tunnel.
Oh no. I don't know that that's gonna work.
Not
We
as
are
such.
No, we are in a tunnel.
But if we find a place where it does, I can perhaps reach out to the people that I had checking the other Chinese restaurant that we connected to this one. That's what they've been doing this afternoon.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I'd like to tell them, and maybe they can meet up with us, but I want them to know if it is booby-trapped. So
Yeah,
she's
that-
fidgeting with that.
Did we disconnect the trap? Like, disarm it?
Yeah, you disabled that one.
Okay.
Like, thankfully, you left the case exposed in the back of the restaurant, and you disabled the trap here. So far, you've left no surprises that you're aware of for anyone, and it should be straightforward if they come back and they go looking.
Cool.
And as you're going through that, let's see what everybody else is doing. Derek, for the most part, is going really low tech with this, and he's literally just picking things up, like, you know, debris, and then tossing it like 5 feet or 10 feet ahead of himself and walking forward and picking it up. Like, pretty basic. I'm not expecting a pit or anything, but, you know, it would suck if there was one.
That would suck. I don't want to fall into a pit.
Yep. Johnny is going to sort of lean over toward Penelope. You know, if you've got that fiddle out, it might make this a little bit easier on you. I can give you a little bit of my luck. Like the good stuff, not the bad stuff.
I was gonna say, I don't want the bad luck.
No, there's plenty of that for me.
Oh. I mean, problem is, I think I may have left it back at the hotel. Could be wrong. Hold on, I'm checking.
It's up to
my
you.
inventory.
Like, you can say you brought it or not. It's up to you.
Sure, I brought it.
I was about to say, weren't you attuned?
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, you could have brought it. That's fine. Like, between the two of you, you've technically got 2.5 bags of holding. So
True.
you have plenty of ways to carry stuff if you want to say you have it.
Well then, yeah, she definitely has the golden fiddle.
Okay. So yeah, you feel a little bit luckier while you're holding it. What that does mechanically, you'll find out.
Hooray! Oh, this is weird. Okay. I mean, I don't. So, like, what is does it actually give me good luck? Is that a thing that this thing can do, or?
The way that it works is that there's a bunch of different kinds of warlocks, and I'm a talisman warlock, which means that I can share the things that were given to me with other people.
Oh.
So what it means is that I can give you a little bit of the stuff that's keeping me going.
That's cool.
Makes some things easier, makes some things work out for you.
Sweet.
You just have to hang on to it.
Okay. Doing so.
Hurrah. Cool. So as you continue onward, Derek continuing to throw his rocks, Vivi just paying attention to as much as she can. You can see her eyes sort of darting around pretty constantly. Richard's in a bit of a weird spot because he's just sort of watching all these other people going through everything that they're doing. Why is he not on the combat tracker? Get your butt out here. Richard. I thought he was. I don't see him.
He chickened out at the last second.
What a coward.
Clock Tower mages have all these weird names, and then there's Richard.
Yep. Look, they don't even consider policies a real group, okay? All right, let's drag him into here. Boop. There he is. You're friendly right now. You
Richard
did it.
from Clock Tower Policy.
Man, that's a mouthful of a last name.
It's because it uses the non-ID names if they're on the combat tracker. That was how he introduced himself to you, so that's exactly the whole name he gets there.
Yeah.
You know, there are weirder names in Fate. It's fine.
On this list. But yeah, he's just sort of casually walking around. Like, he actually pulls out a flashlight. Look, we can't all see in the dark.
Damn, look at him with his 40 HP. What the fuck?
He rolled well. Also,
Wispy with her 61. Damn.
Yeah.
She could kill a man.
I mean, she's got a con bonus and some other stuff.
Poor Jack.
Like, Wispy over there is a fighter. She's got hit dice. But yeah, so Richard has a few different things that are padding his HP. He is very much designed for taking in rogue mages. So he's, like, I'm just going to tell you, like, in the meta sense, he is very much an abjuration mage, which are primarily defensive. So he's got buffed AC, he's got temp HP, he's got all kinds of stuff going on.
Cool.
He is made to get hit and not die.
Valid.
Which is an admirable goal, but it's not really the best way to be an effective mage. It's just what he's good at.
Yeah.
But yeah, so shuffling around in there, you find a few more rudimentary traps. I'm not going to make you roll for these because they're kind of obvious now that you're looking for them. You're really getting the vibe that these people don't know a lot about what they're doing, and maybe this is more along the lines of, like, the loser harvesters you ran into before. But as you go forward, Whisperhex is a little concerned. I don't know how they actually captured him. He would have never fall for anything like this. He's a good rogue. Something is wrong.
That is weird then.
And so
especially
as you,
if he's as tall as you, like.
What was that?
I said, especially if he's as tall as you, like that's hard to catch.
It's very difficult. Yes. It's hard to be subtle, but nonetheless. And so, yeah, as you continue to make your way down, the really narrow tunnel that you're in connects with a wider tunnel that forked off in a different direction. But you're not going to need a whole lot of help determining which way is the correct way because the other one's collapsed. So, this is definitely not an in use by the public subway system.
No.
This is long abandoned. And as you make your way through there, Annis can now give me a perception check. Because she's been looking for stuff that's weird and out of place. Okay, so you've noticed in the architecture so far that the walls are mostly samey. Like, the same metal, lots of brick and mortar type stuff, very old, pipes everywhere, all that kind of stuff. After this hub, one thing that you notice that is different is that the area above you seems to be dripping water down. Like, it was very dry up until this point, but you're getting the vibe that this area, while not like a trap, nonetheless, like, just from, life as druid and having been in a few caves of your own time, it seems to be a little bit closer to the surface than the areas that you've been in before, and like the roof seems to be actually starting to wear thin.
Do I get the sense that we're under a river or something?
It's not so much that you're under a river as you are closer to the street where like water drainage occurs.
Gotcha. Okay. I think we're a bit closer to the surface, so you may actually get phone signal.
Oh. Penelope's gonna pull out her phone.
Yeah, like everyone in the group who has a phone immediately pulls out their phone. As is the way of the 21st century.
I was say, how many of us have a phone?
Quite a few of you.
I've got a phone.
Annis also checks her phone.
Annis has a phone. Wispy has a phone. Vivi has a phone.
Yep. Derek has a flip phone.
Maybe not John.
Derek has a flip phone.
Yeah.
Johnny is watching all of these people with their phones and goes, huh. And she does not pull out a phone. Hemlock does not pull out a phone.
Obviously.
Just going down my list.
Does Richard have a phone?
Richard does have a phone, but he's not really rummaging for it right now. Like, he's the one who didn't pull out a phone, but like, he has one. Because he sort of radioed in back when he was standing around outside the building. You're kind of getting the vibe that all the people that were supposed to be backing him up on this one bailed, and so he's got no one to call.
Oh no.
So he's just sort of rolling with it. But yeah, everyone else pulls out their phones. And yes, in fact, you have amazing edge signal. You have incredibly slow and crappy data, but you have it.
Yeah.
And you've got a few bars. You are capable of calls. So Whisper Hex calls some people up, and she starts speaking to them in Giant, because that's what Goliaths speak. And then she like flips her, well, not, it's like it's a BlackBerry, so she puts her phone away. She doesn't flip it. Okay, I told them where we are roughly, and it turns out they actually seem to have found a similar tunnel under the other one. And based on rough directions, I think we're going to the same place. So hopefully we will run into them. It seems they likewise are closer to the surface and could not reach me before. It's eerily symmetrical like that.
Huh.
Sounds a little boding.
A little bit.
It's possible evil has a lair and we're closing in on it.
Sure.
And then Vivi goes, or it's possible that the subway has a hub.
Yep.
There may just be a station or something.
Yeah, probably. Ooh.
And so, given that, does anyone want to do anything while they have signal? Or are you good?
No.
I'll send a quick text to Jameson just to be like, just a heads up.
We got into trouble again.
Well, we're in a tunnel under the city. Just wanted to let you know, so you don't worry.
He gets it. Like, no, I'm even more worried.
But don't, like, Vivi's here, and, you know, Johnny's here, and Anna's is here, and there's a lot of us. It's fine. Don't panic. Just wanted to let you know. Since that's
Okay.
like 15 texts.
About a minute and a half later, you get a reply. Right, Suez, got it. I'll buy some bubble bath for when you get back.
Cool, thanks. Smiley face. Just sends that.
You just get back the message NP. He's slowly learning from you. Awesome. So, yeah. You continue onward, keeping an eye out. Now that you're getting closer to the surface, you're starting to hear the vibrations of traffic. As you're moving ahead, Penelope, give me a perception check.
Okie doke. Oh. Why can't I open my sheet? That's not bad.
That's not bad. Okay.
Not bad at all.
So as you're moving forward, you do see another similar trap to the first one, where they've connected cables to the railing, like a segmented part of the railing. But with your 20, you can actually see that next to the cables where you would have walked up to unplug them and disable the trap, there are actually bits of metal sticking up right in front of that part that were way more subtle than the rest of it.
Ooh. This is different.
Oh, it looks like there's another trap. You're right. I'll go get it. Derek is now approaching.
Oh no. Guidance.
I like how you don't tell him about the other trap.
Wait, what?
So, like, you notice that there was a trap next to the part that you would step on to disable the first trap. There's the obvious trap, and then there's the better trap.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant it was all part of the same trap.
No. Like, I probably articulated that badly. Like, essentially, there's the obvious trap that you've already seen before, and then when someone goes up to try to disable it, they're going to step on a second trap that's much better hidden.
Well, I'm going to warn him about that second trap.
Okay.
I could have warned him about that.
No, that's fair. I assumed you would. That's why I asked before he did it. Oh, well, that would be problematic. Hold on. I trained for this. And he takes, like, a rock and he throws it at the thing. And when he does, a bear trap claps over it. That would have hurt a lot.
Indeed.
Ooh, yeah. Do not want that clamping on my leg.
Hold on. And then he picks up like 8 more rocks and just starts throwing them willy-nilly in that direction. A few of them hit like the actual original trap and spark a bit. He's like, all right, I think I got it. Thank you for that warning. I would have missed my feet.
That would have been bad.
I would have missed my lower torso. Honestly.
It's true. Those aren't really kind to us, are they?
Nope.
It's like they don't care about our people.
Does anyone really?
I mean, I do.
I do too.
I do.
Anna makes a heart with her hand. Anna.
But suffice it to say, with that identified, you managed to much more carefully get around it. So that's good. And since you rolled high in your previous perception roll, I'm going to give you an extra bit of information. So once you get around this one, you can hear off in the distance a clap, similar to the bear trap that you just set off with the rocks.
Ooh.
And then you hear swearing in a language you don't know, but it kind of sounds like what you heard Whisper Hex say into her phone.
Oh no. Hold on.
But only Penelope heard that. Or
Yeah,
did
only
we all-
Penelope heard that. Like, she picked it up on the distance.
I'm gonna use cast ritual. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna cast a ritual.
I don't know.
Everybody hold still for 10 minutes.
It's fine. Comprehend languages. I'm casting it.
You did it.
What?
You can understand languages.
Hooray! I'm gonna yell, "Are you okay?" in whatever language it was that I heard.
Can you
No.
use languages
What?
with comprehend languages, or do you just
Wait,
understand
hold
them?
Hold on. Maybe. Hold on. Okay, I just understand them. Okay. Shit. Well, I'm still gonna yell, "Are you okay?" But like in common.
Okay. So, you hear like comprehending it. You can understand someone shouting now, from down the way, and what you're hearing is, you can assume, in the same language that you heard from Whisperex before, and you can hear a woman screaming and a man shouting back. And here's a conversation that you start to pick up on from a distance before you call back.
Oh boy.
Who wasted a perfectly good bear trap? Well, I mean, you know, it's fun times. I mean, you got a free bear trap. It's on my leg. Yeah, but it didn't hurt you. You're really tough. Yeah, but it's on my leg. I don't want it on my... Get it off my leg. Fine. I'll get it and I'll heal you. And oh, hey, there's someone down there.
Hello,
And
are you okay?
back in English. Yes? Did you leave a bear trap that you missed over here? Because we found it.
No. There's a bear trap over here too.
2 bear traps. It's a good day.
Oh my god. No bear. This is bad.
At that point, since you're shouting back and forth, everyone else can hear this too. And Whisperhex shouts back in a language that only Penelope can apparently understand right now. When the 2 of you are done fucking around, get over here. And a moment goes by, and you straight up see 2 Goliaths who look like they would fit in really well in like a biker gang. Wearing all kinds of leather and denim and worn stuff or whatever, are walking up, and I have descriptions for both of them because they're interesting. All right, so first that you notice is the woman that you heard shouting before. And she's tall, obviously. She's a Goliath. You would wager she's about 6.5 feet tall. She's got black braids that are poking out over her hair. So the braids give her another 6 inches of height on top of that. She's pretty tall. She's dressed like a biker. She's got black leather, some worn denim. She's got a nice jacket. It looks pretty durable. She's wearing gloves. She's got 2 boots, one of which currently has a bear trap over it, but she just seems to be ignoring it. Like she's just sort of like doing the badass walk with a bear trap on her leg. It's dangerous, but she's doing it. She looks annoyed in the current circumstance, and walking behind her is an even bigger dude who is over 7 feet tall, bald, the gray skin of Goliaths as well, but he's smiling. He looks happy. He's dressed like a biker, like I said before as well. Similar outfit to the woman, but he's got a band shirt on instead. He looks really laid back and chill, like some kind of like super biker bro. And as they're walking forward, you can see him like sort of walking awkwardly around her, trying to remove this bear trap from her leg as she's just ignoring him and going forward, trying to look like a badass. And he's the one who called back to you in English, so everyone can actually understand him.
Cool.
Hello, everyone. Yes, it's good to meet many of you. The boss Whisperhex said that we had friends down here, so that's good. I'm being rude. I'm sorry. Introductions. I am Torben Kegtapper Valagraga. I am named on account of I have the booze. And this here incredibly powerful woman is Krega Bikewielder Valagraga, named on account of the one time she killed a troll by beating it with a motorcycle.
Okay, but that's badass.
She agrees.
Does she need healing?
I'm working on it. She's just stubborn. And with that, he finally gets the bear trap off of her, and you can see him mumbling something, and those lines that you see appear around mages when they cast spells goes on her, and her leg's wound heals up pretty instantly. I am what you call the cleric of the group. I take care of the problems and provide the booze. It's an important job. She is the muscle. As you can tell, she is a badass.
I mean, if she beat the shit out of a troll with a motorcycle.
It's a good story. We talk about it sometime after we find our friend.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
And you can see, like, standing next to all of you right now, Whisperhex has just sort of got her hand over her face. Like, as your point of contrast, she is dressed up like she's ready for a boardroom. And these people look like they wandered in out of a biker bar. You're supposed to be low profile. We were very low profile. We fit right in. It's good to see you, though. Glad we found each other. So your tunnel led this way, too? All the way here, yes. It was fun. We found some things. There was a little zappy plate. You know, they put out traps, but I don't think we were ready for Krega here. She does not really give a fuck. And I'm going to tell you in the meta now. Do you remember when I showed you the results of those hit dice rolls?
The 42?
The 42 off of, like 6 dice. Or 5 dice or whatever. Yeah, this is them.
Oh.
Both of them have ridiculous HP for their level. They are just walking piles of badass meat. At least from an HP perspective. Let me...
So they can just step in a bear trap and be okay.
Well, when you can heal. Let's drag them into here. I love how it just assumes everyone's mean to you. And boop. She's got 32 HP and doesn't care. He's got 42 HP and is a cleric, so they're both fine. But look at this giant list of friends.
Oh, there they are. I was like, where did they go? We've got Imposing Goliath Woman and then Keg Tapper.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to just give you their names since they've been identified. Let's see if it updates automatically when I do that. Do they change? No. There you go.
Good lord.
Yeah, they're all long.
Freaking name.
I appreciate the fact that Goliaths have 3 names. I think it's fun.
Oof.
Cool. All right. So anyway, they're all identified now.
Yay.
But yes, we found right when we got your message, we found a hub. Seems like there's a train station back that way with more bear traps. There's
a
people
train
in there, so we were gonna go in and be, cavalry, but then we got your message, so we doubled back.
So wait, it was like a train station with actual trains?
There were a few. There were like 3.
Hmm.
Seems like they set up some kind of base down there.
Huh.
It is big fun, but also a lot of them. There are many people. I'm not a good scout, but I could tell from the light alone that they had an operation going.
So it's not the public.
No, there's no way. This is very much crazy smuggle bullshit. It looks like it's abandoned. Some big old statues, very fancy, but old. I think this is how they move things around, and the Chinese places are just hubs.
I mean, I guess that means we should probably go check it out if we want to go help find Buddy.
Yes.
Yes, we appreciate your help. It's very kind of you to help us as we recover our friend Doorbreaker.
Doorbreaker.
He's the best rogue.
Did he break a door?
Oh, did he? Oh. It's a good story.
Oh, gee.
I tell you later, or let him tell you. Or let her tell you, but she doesn't like to tell you. And he points at Whisper Hex, who is, again, just got her hand over her face doing, like, the Picard facepalm. We should save him, and then we can talk. We'll go get drinks. Excellent! Wonderful. Let's go get drinks. No, we're going to save him first. Fine. He's your husband. You do you. Okay, let's go save the day. Let's be heroes.
Oh, no. He said the trigger word.
Yeah, Derek intensifies.
No.
And since it's kind of late and that will be a thing, we'll pick up on that next time.
Yeah.
But
Sounds good.
I'm looking forward to it because I think you're gonna like the next map.
Oh, gee.
It's cool. Like it is a station map and it's neat and it's got a lot of stuff that I didn't know how to do when we first started playing that I think will play a lot more fun.
So what I'm hearing is the train map is coming back.
We're gonna do another
No,
train.
not that train. We're not doing that train.
Specifically, that train is in the station.
Yep. And the same people are working on it. And...
Oh, no.
All those same stock photo people? No, I'm not reusing assets. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, this is different. This is a map that I've been looking forward to because, like, the Lupin map had a lot going on, but technically speaking, it was just doors and windows.
Mm-hmm.
This one is using the actual functions that were added when they rolled out a lot more functionality to Fantasy Grounds, and I've been looking forward to using it for months. So I'm going to be testing all of it again to make sure they didn't break anything, but I think this will be fun.
Sweet.
It'll be neat, but yeah, it's a legit D&D. Like, you investigated, you went through a trap-filled tunnel. Now you get to go fight some stuff.
But where are the dungeons and the dragons?
I mean, you met the dragons.
This is a dungeon, sort of.
Yeah, it kind of is. Oh no, we have had the.
You just also have a very large party.
That's also true. So 2 half-elves, 2 halflings, a human, a tiefling, and a bird.
And 3 orcs, not orcs.
And 3
That would be
Goliaths
offensive. 3 Goliaths, yeah.
walk into a train station.
For the express goal of beating the crap out of people and getting back a Goliath so that you can have 4 Goliaths.
So is Anna's gonna beat somebody to death with another person again?
Annis does not have a strength potion. She did not bring very much fighting magic, and she did not bring any weapons.
This is gonna be fun!
Fortunately, violence is not the only solution, but it is an available one. The way that this campaign is written, you do not have to combat your way through every problem.
Yay.
But you have the option.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay!
Fun times. I like how Penelope is still carrying around a short sword.
I can't keep forgetting she has that.
Like, I think Annis has weapons equipped, but she probably wouldn't have brought them.
That is up to you. I mean, you knew you were going out to be heroes, maybe.
That's true.
Like, I will let you decide on what she would or wouldn't do. Like, because you have bags of holding now, like, you can put things wherever you want.
Mind, I don't think I haven't.
Like, I know you left the crazy Einsburn weapon back in Germany, but I know you had a staff before that.
I probably would have brought the staff.
It would make sense. You're a druid. You probably use it as a focus. It is up to you. And your many friends.
Ugh.
And only some of them watch you sleep.
I mean, Johnny did sleep at one point.
Oh yeah, she slept like minutes after you and woke up minutes before you, but she's not telling you that.
Okay, there's the quarterstaff.
Ugh.
I just appreciate the fact that you spent nearly an entire session trying to like get Richard to leave you alone. And now you're just like, oh cool, Richard, let's go.
Yeah, funny how that works.
I mean, that is also tight moon as hell.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like, we don't want to bother with you. Oh, hey, we're going to bother with you for a whole series of episodes now.
Yeah.
Now you're our problem. Or are we your problem?
The answer is yes.
I just appreciate that you're like, hey, Vivi, come with us. And I'm like, she doesn't have a reason not to. So,
Yeah.
have a high-level NPC. Enjoy.
I mean, legitimately, I just wanted to see what she could do.
I mean, you're gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, that bit where she stopped or like helped Annis avoid stepping in a trap was because her passive perception is 21.
Good God.
Dang.
Baby.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember that thing I said about bard expertise?
Yeah?
Yeah. She's a bigger bard. Like, some of her bonuses are absurd.
She's the tiniest member of the party, but
Her performance check is huge, as I'm sure you would expect.
she's the second tiniest person in the party. But she can pack.
Yep.
Yeah, her bonus on performance is plus 12.
Woo! That's a lot.
Yeah?
Damn.
Bards is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good stopping point. We'll figure out when the next session is, and then there's a good chance that we'll just resolve all of that stuff in the next one. We'll actually just have a nice 2-session story.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Live the dream. Like, do a story that's resolved in under 14 sessions.
A little mini art.
We'll see what happens. But cool. So thanks anybody who's watching this on YouTube, and we'll see you guys later.
Sweet. Bye, nerd.